Imagine if you was 25 in Texas. Oh man, you would, bro. You would be so a kid in the candy store. Kid in the
Bro,
candy store.
I'd probably wake up, go to destination, and I probably wouldn't leave till like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I'll be there all day, just
That's
all day,
exactly what's gonna
just
happen.
doing nothing,
Definitely.
you know?
Well, that's what I did at Ghost Venice, and Ghost Venice wasn't even Ghost Venice like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it was Sean Roden, Dexter, Andy, Ken, Andy.
What up? What up?
Got
What's
familiar.
up,
Yeah.
bro?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
We just talking about going to like moving to a city that's all bodybuilding. That everything is bodybuilding basically. So, like there's pros and cons to it as well. You
Yeah,
know.
because
Yeah.
Ken, you just moved out to Dallas, huh?
Yeah. I just moved to Dallas. Well, I was talking with Beatty. We are talking about time before we started recording. It's like, damn, it's already been a month since I moved
Mm-hmm.
here, you know? And it's like, damn. And then we were talking about just the pros and cons of that, where, you know, you do well on the show, it's like it's great. But if you don't do well and you know, you kind of want a little bit of time to step away, you know, you don't get that opportunity because you're in the mix of everything, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
it's a little tough.
Yeah.
It's a little tough on both ends. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes visiting is all you need. Like Vegas is.
Yeah.
I know Joe and Paul are just coming back from Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, I used to go to Vegas every couple of months, and that's when I'm feeling that I want to be in it right now. Not that okay. We got a perfect. We're always on our diet and P's and Q's like
Yeah.
that. That don't change. But we're talking about just being surrounded by everything bodybuilding all the
Yeah.
time. You know that when I'm in that mode, I can go to Vegas and stay for a week or two and just come
Yeah.
back as well. So that there's some pros and cons. Cali, as far as competitions, muscle contests, Cali is big on bodybuilding as far as shows, but the culture, I guess, it's more of a party culture than bodybuilding. I can't say
Mm.
SoCal is like this crazy bodybuilding state as far as just pushing out competitors and like these crazy bodybuilding gyms. It's okay, right? I don't think it's
Yeah.
that crazy anymore. It's not how it used to be.
I think
Um,
Texas is the hub right now, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
you
by
just see
far.
like this trend with especially open guys like Jordan, you can, Joe is apparently planning on moving there. And I think there's something to be said about like training at a gym like Destination and, or like Absolute Recomp and just being around that environment. I think it's awesome because I'm sure, Ken, it was like this with you, is like where you're from, you're probably like the big fish in a small pond versus now you go to the gym and you see Jordan, you see, Elias, you see all these people. And it kind of is like inspiring in a way because not only are they around you, you can train with them. You develop really close, friendships with some of them. And it just feels like you're not doing it alone. You really
It
feel like there's
feels
a community.
yeah. And I think your mic is coming from your laptop, by the way. I don't think
Yeah,
it's connected to your
I was
phone.
gonna say the mic sounds
Yeah.
different than usual. It sounds a little
Yeah.
muffled.
I think it's coming from the laptop. But to answer your question, exactly. Like that's the one thing I would say the biggest benefit is I don't just feel like the sole bodybuilder anymore, right? I feel like when I'm here, I can blend in. You know, I'm one of many. And like you said, you know, I'm seeing Justin Abbott, I'm seeing, you know, Jordan, Elias. I just trained with Sean, you know, yesterday. You
Yeah,
have access to so many people and just a lot of information. It's just as a community, you know, it's kind of like when you're all striving for the same goal. You know, like when you're in college, you go to a library, even if you don't feel like studying, because everyone in there is kind of studying or they look like they're studying, you feel like, okay, I need to. Kind of similar effect, right? Well, just crowd mentality. So it definitely ups your game a little bit, you know, when you're around a lot of people. And like for me, just a month here, bro, I'll tell you right now, I could tell the difference. I could tell the
yeah.
difference, you know?
Hey, being the big fish in the sea, right? It can create delusion. You could get delusional,
Yeah.
but not like cocky delusional, but just maybe believing in yourself a little too much, right?
Yeah.
So, as crazy as it sounds, I thought I was bodybuilding until I really got around bodybuilders. right? I was bodybuilding like Marcus Rule in the fucking 2000s. Like I would go eat burgers and and shit, and then for 12 weeks, you know how the 12 weeks to diet, you get fat as fuck. 12 weeks you diet. I thought that was bodybuilding because that's what I grew up watching, technically, right? And then I'm being around bodybuilders. I'm like, these motherfuckers really, they really do this all year long, motherfucker. I don't know if I could do that, And then you're around the people you're around. You're the biggest guy. You're the biggest guy. So it's like everybody's like, yeah, you should get a pro card. And I'm like, yeah, y'all think I'm like that? Y'all think I'm built like that? Yeah, you get a pro card. And then the first year I worked at Compton, I actually did USA's in 2020. Think about that. I have no business to USA in 2020. So honestly, I wanted to do it because I was bored during COVID. To be real, but in my head, I was like, I know I don't got the density, but I got some shape to me. Maybe they'll be like, yo, that guy got a nice shape. Give it to him, right? Not to win, but give him a mix. And then Compton was like, yeah, we're not gonna be in a mix like that this year, but I'm like, really? We're not gonna be in a mix? He like, oh, you motherfucker, you thought you would go just come. So, you got to have a gut punch to reality, really know what it takes. Further, where you stand, what it takes, if you're willing to do what it takes to get there, and then if you even have the tools to get there. You know what I'm saying? And you only know that when you surround yourself with people who really do it. So, Melissa.
One thing I would say to being here and just seeing other pro bodybuilders training, like in a gym, used to be just me. There is a very big difference between how we train and how the regular population trains. It's like you could just see it, bro. Like in the gym, like you see Justin and Jordan or Elias or Barrow or myself, we're not talking to no one. We're just banging it the whole time, right? Just banging it. And like you could just tell in the gym, like who is a competitive bodybuilder and who is not. Like regardless of the physique, if you just took their focus and took the intensity of the workout. I used to think before I came here, maybe it was just how I was, because back home, at Apollon, I told you guys, no one talks to me. I don't talk to anyone. I just do my work. I used to think, okay, maybe am I being too OD? Like, is that just the way I am as a person? Maybe it's too much. But being here, I'm like, okay, I'm pretty normal. It feels good to know that I'm not this crazy guy, and that like everyone else is kind of like that on this level. So things like that just it makes you feel a lot better that you're not overthinking things. So
we're literally. Can you guys? Is my mic sound better now?
Goddamn.
Yeah.
It's kind of loud though, but
I'm gonna just move this. I'll move this to the side. All right. Just let me know if I'm being too loud. Is that better?
That's perfect.
You
Okay. No, Ken, we were just talking about this on the last podcast. I don't know if you watched, but me and Compton were both like, yeah, when we're training, like we look at the ground, we have our hoodie on, we don't want to be bothered, all this stuff deep in the prep, and we're, talking about it. And especially like, you go to like a local gym, or you're not training at like a bodybuilding gym like Destination, you're the only competitive, pro in there, and nobody really trains like that. Nobody really understands, versus like what you're saying. Now you walk in there, you're like, okay, this is the norm. Okay, I can train with my hoodie on, and people aren't looking at me like I'm psycho or something,
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, with me, I'm a little bit torn, just a little bit, just because I'm not like a higher level pro like you guys, right? So part of the reason why people fuck with me is I'm accessible, right, as well. So in the gym, I definitely try to have some conversations when I can in off season. In the prep, there's no conversation. I can't do that in prep. When off season, I try to be. I'm sure you guys too do to an extent, but I try to do it when I come in the gym and when I'm leaving. But when I'm training clients, I got to give that time to the clients, and when I'm training myself, I try to keep to myself. But there's a balance I try to do where I try to give them some. But we ain't talking for 5 minutes, bro. I'm sorry, we can't do that, bro.
Are you guys talking about because you moved to Texas, right, Ken?
Yeah.
And now you're training in Destination, so you're getting like that Texas. You're finding out what Texas is about for real. That's like where it was in Houston for me. it's like very welcoming. You feel like you're normal, like you were saying. And I just moved to Florida, and I got myself out of that situation, and I'm like, I'm fucked, to be honest. But I don't know.
Wait. You feel like Florida? You don't feel like the bodybuilding culture is there like that?
It's completely dead. Like I'm telling you,
Where at in Florida?
I'm in Panama City Beach.
Okay.
But I was over in Texas for the past 6 years. And again, it was like I never wanted to leave Texas because I knew what I had. And I went through a lot of hell and bullshit, but I knew what I had. And it was like Texas in general is just everything is bigger in Texas, literally. And it's like blue collar work ethic. No one cares. They just work their fucking asses off. And I experienced that for the first time for real in Houston. And I want to go back. I'm looking for an apartment over there. So I just had to come back to Florida to reset. But while I'm here, it's like literally because my parents, they live close to the military base in Panama City. So I drive to the beach to train because all that's in town is Planet Fitness. So I can do my cardio. They have okay equipment. It is what it is. I'm making the best out of it. I'm trying not to be a hater. At the end of the day, it's equipment that matters to get the job done.
I like that.
But when I go to train, I'm sorry, Cam, what's up?
It's pockets of Florida, right? Because I know like where the Tampa area, like where there's a big community there. Because I was just talking to Luke, Luke from New England. He's with Blue. You know Luke, right?
I actually meant to send him a link. Yeah,
Pritchard. Yeah. So I was just talking to him. He just moved over there, and he was telling me how he's training with Nate Spear, and all of them are training at Derek's gym now. And Derek's gym is like really, really nice.
So I'm from Florida, and I've already kind of like I've experienced that pocket down there because my coaches when I was growing up in the sport were from that area. So I would go down. Terrence Ruffin was down there, a bunch of other people. And again, as Texas is different. Like Mexicans are known to work hard, their labor, like just work. And that's what I was surrounded by. Again, over here, I'm not making it a race thing, but these white people, it's just different. Like, it's just a different vibe when you're at destination, or if you go down to Houston, it's just a different vibe.
When I think of Panama City, though, I think of vacation. You know what I mean? I think of beach.
Literally,
relaxation.
They all come out to Destin. Yeah, Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Panama City Beach. It's literally a tourist attraction.
Yeah,
but
it's vacation.
I have a gym. I don't know if you saw it on my stuff recently, but the gym I'm now going to, it's the one I prepped for the New York Pro and the Olympia. It's just so far away. And in Texas, when you drive, let's say 10, 12 miles, it can turn into a 30-minute drive, but it's a straight shot because you're on those interstates. Down here, it's like low redneckville. It's like stoplight. And then I'm cool for half the way. And then half the way I start getting just anxious because I'm like, fuck, I got to do this for 25 more minutes.
I'm used to Jersey, so East Coast is like that, So
okay.
It's the other way around here, where it's like 30 minutes. It's like 20 minutes of highway. 25 minutes of highway and 5 minutes on the county road. Versus Jersey, it's like 10. It's like.
But I like 15, something about hauling ass when you're going to train is different than just like stop. Dude,
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I actually love driving to the gym. It clears my mind, but I'm not trying to be in traffic though. But if I'm just driving to the gym, it puts me in the right headspace. When the gym is too close, I don't like it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you like the close gym?
Bro, my gym cannot be more than 10 minutes. 10 minutes is the max I'm willing to go for my gym.
I like a good 40-minute drive to the gym.
Holy cow. 40 minutes?
What are
you doing, bro?
Smoking crack.
I got a whole routine, bro. I go in the car. First, I look through my phone, start sipping on my pre-workout. First, I'll throw on something slow first, like Gladys Knight, right? I'll be rocking the Gladys Knight. Then eventually, I go to I'll upgrade to maybe like a Jeezy or something. Once they get to King Von, it's over. Once the playlist get to King Von, that's when it's time to go work out. So I got these phases, like I'm like really calm. okay, y'all can probably relate. There's a calm aggression. Like we don't get like hype. Besides Justin Wyatt, we don't get hyped up no more. We not that young anymore, bro. We not 30. So I don't get hyped up. But there's like a calm aggression. Like I'm like, yeah, shit, I'm about to fuck it up, but I'm not actually like hyped. You know, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't really mind the drive there. Like even if it's an hour, I'll drive there because it's almost like, mind you, my gym's 5 minutes away. I'm like Ken. I'm not trying to drive. If I could not leave my house, I would prefer that. But
really,
you know, like let's say I'm going to travel to the gym, you know, in the other city just to get content or something, or you know, maybe there's a certain piece of
like a weekend or something towards, you know, like you're doing like just, it's not a serious, it's not like your daily driver, you know,
or like you're going to meet someone there. So I don't mind driving there because like Beatty, you'll start off with something slow. Maybe you'll call one of your buddies on the phone, and then that drive there, it kind of is like anticipation for the buildup. But I always noticed, once you go train legs for 2 hours and you're exhausted and it's hot outside, then you got to get in the car and drive an hour back.
Okay. What I will say, in prep, if it's like if I'm driving after 15 minutes, I start losing that steam. I'm like, exactly. I'm starting to lose the energy now. This is too long. So in prep, I was going to Ghost Hollywood like 10 minutes away. I couldn't, like, once I was under maybe 8 weeks out, my brain couldn't keep the focus for too long. So once I felt okay, it's time to hit the gym. After a few minutes in that car, I start to, oh shit, you know. But in off season, I like the long rides. Mm-hmm.
You guys are different, man. By the time my brain is processing that I'm actually driving, I want to get to the destination. Like I don't want to sit in the car for so long that I'm like, oh, I'm actually driving. You know, by the time I get out of work, you know. Get out of work, get in the car, head straight to the gym. By the time my pre-workout is down and done, I should be there already. Like I don't want to go on. I don't want any
you got shit to do.
I got things to do, bro. Like 80-minute commute time back and forth. That's crazy tough, bro. I don't have
well, see, like when I was in Houston, I wasn't used to like such a long drive to the gym, and the Houston traffic is thick as hell. But I got used to it, and then the only thing I needed is a cardio gym close by. As long as I could wake up in like the gym when I was living with Chris in Houston, the gym was literally 2 minutes away, LA Fitness. So I could literally walk to the gym and then do my cardio and walk back. And I was starting to do that before I left. But as long as the cardio is close by, I'm good. I don't mind and I'm doing the 50-minute drive right now to the good equipment gym. And just like you said, Beatty, I slowly get into the drive. Like I listen to a podcast, I listen to y'all's recent podcast
too.
And then when I get to like the halfway mark, I start listening to music, and it's slow music just to not get too amped before I get there, you know? And I slowly get there, boom. And then I'm like, well, I don't even need to rush. Like I need to just enjoy this. Like what am I rushing for?
Yeah.
I'll be nice, man.
I'll be having my dogs with me too, so they get hyped with me too. Like I put on a Gladys Knight, they be chilling. Once they hear that King Von, they say, "All right, it's time." They start getting riled up in the back too. When once again, when I hit 8 weeks out, the dogs don't come with me. I do my cardio with them. They don't. People will say, oh, "Where's Kane?" I'm like, "Yo, once you see the dog, once you don't see the dogs, don't talk to me no more. That means it's crunch time. I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna have my dogs playing around when I'm fucking hungry and shit."
So Ken, what else about Dallas do you like? Because, you know, I've been actually pondering moving to Texas for years now. And like once a month, I'm looking at places over there right next to destination. You know, I have this dream, like cause I live in Cali. So like I could just like pick up and leave. But the hard part for me is like, so my coach lives in Austin, which is cool. And I got, like Alyssa said, Texas is just a different vibe. I had never been there before. Until recently, I went out to Austin to go hang out with them. And we go to one of the gyms there. It's like one of the more bodybuilding oriented gyms. And like the moment I walk in, I'm getting fist bumps from people I don't know. Bro, you compete? You look fucking sick. Bro, I follow you on Instagram, and it's like all love. Like you genuinely get respect from like everyone in there. And in California, I'm not used to that, bro. Like, and even in my own hometown, like I walk in and like nobody even says anything, or like nobody even knows who I am. And just because, like Ken said, like there's no bodybuilding culture there versus you go to somewhere like Texas or Dallas, and it's like everybody is, you know, into bodybuilding in some way, shape, or form, whether at the pro level, national level, and everybody has that respect for each other, which is cool.
Try going to Jersey. They gonna just grill you. No love at all. East Coast people, they'll show you. They'll act like they don't see you for like, you know, the first month. They act like they don't even see you.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing I'd say going from east to south is just the people. Like people here are just like really nice. It's like being from Jersey is kind of like, damn, you guys are like, what's the catch? You know, what's the catch? Why are you so nice to me? You know, but from a bodybuilding perspective, I'm a little bit different because I'm one of those. I said this countless times on the podcast with Beatty. Sometimes I like to be separate from bodybuilding. Sometimes, just because we're so like neck deep into this thing that sometimes it's kind of like I just need to separate myself from it. That's how I stay locked in. You know, I can't just be fully immersed in this thing, mentally speaking, so to say. So I think for me, what I like about Destination is like people are respectful, like people know who I am. But if I'm on the treadmill, if I'm working out, people typically will leave me alone. But if I'm on the treadmill or something, that's when people come over. The one thing I don't like is the workout requests. I'll be getting DMs from people around, oh, can I work out with you? I'm like, dude, man, I've been working out solo for like years. It's not changing anytime soon, you know? So, but the level of respect that people have for bodybuilding here is something that's I haven't encountered before. You know, I haven't encountered that before, and I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The one thing, just being, since you're from Cali, which is very similar to like Jersey, New York, that you probably will notice if you come around here. I don't know what your lifestyle is like outside of bodybuilding, but there's definitely lesser things to do. That's kind of just like chill, you know. Like me and my girl, we could have, you know, wake up and go to the beach, you know, on the weekend, like things like that. You're not gonna be able to do that here, you know. But there's a give and take to everything. The access to gyms, bro. I've been training on equipment that it's like I never even thought possible. Like I'll ever have access to some of these things just being from Jersey, you know. So I think there's a give and take, and it's a net positive at the end of the day.
Man, that sounds like a dream because I don't really like. I do live in a box, bro. I don't really. Although I am in California, I'm not anywhere near a beach. I'm in this area called the Central Valley, Beatty. You know, Fresno.
Yeah.
It's like a smaller town, kind of in the middle. There's like nothing here. There's no beach. There's nothing really here. And then there's like one semi bodybuilding gym, and every other gym is kind of like a corporate gym. So when I see gyms like Absolute Recomp or like MI40 or Destination, I'm like, bro, I would move there just for the gym because that is like everything, you know, like the equipment.
And Andy, you need to move to Texas for HEB.
Oh, I went there when I was in Austin. My coach was like, hey, you never been to HEB before, huh? And I was like, nah, I never even heard of it. He's like, all right, I'm gonna take you there. And he gave me the full Texas experience. We went there. And then he's like, all right, we're going to have a free meal. Took me to Terry Black's barbecue.
Oh, shit.
Like all that. So it was awesome, bro.
See, Andy, you know, I say all these things, but then I realize I'm just as crazy as everyone else. I have not had one free meal since I got here. I have not gone to no restaurant. I have done no barbecue, nothing.
Hey, you don't need a chicken pound. Chicken pound's gas. Right?
I know, right? Especially with Ken, man. If you use that Ken code, man, it tastes extra.
Tastes better, right? Yeah.
If that code don't work, use code Queen. I'm just kidding.
Carlos for pro, man. I want to put that banner right up there on the screen. Just send me a couple chicken breasts.
Yeah, for real, man. He needs to.
But I was gonna say there's a huge difference between Fresno and like LA where I live. I feel like Fresno is a lot less bodybuilding centric because at least we, like me, Paul, and Joe, at least we have the Fit Nations and the honestly we do have some good gyms here. I'm not even gonna lie. For me, it's a little bit more of a drive, but I know Larry got his gym over there in East LA, and then we got I'm sorry, Revival is a good gym. With Juan owns that one. That's an OC. A bit of a drive for me as well.
What about Marietta? Metroflex Marietta's there too, right?
Yeah, that one is nice. My sister lived. Yeah, my sister lived like 5 minutes away from Metroflex Marietta. That's a good one. That's a bit of a drive for me as well. But it's here. Whereas in Fresno, I don't think you have access to those.
Nah,
the culture is where the culture is.
Oh yeah, I turned pro training on like hoist equipment and shit. Like
oh shit,
that
the shit that
shit.
move with you.
Yeah.
Oh, he was hitting one of these. That's crazy. Imagine going to the Olympia doing this shit. I'd be like,
yeah, bro, you just feel like you're at a disadvantage no matter how hard you train.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. They got some good pieces.
They do. No, I'm not gonna lie. They do. But that shit is confusing. Yeah, I mean, Fresno is a whole different beast.
It'll definitely be cheaper though, coming from Cali. I'll tell you that. Just being from Jersey area, coming here, like my cost has gone down significantly. Just being around here. So if there's anything to take out of that, I think that's the bottom line at the end of the day is save more and spend less. So
I love. Hell yeah, I love being from the East Coast, but I could never move back to the East Coast. Never. I don't think it's any place to live. It's not. It's not meant to be.
I feel like
there, bro.
A lot of people are leaving like that upper area.
But it's a very hostile way to live up there, man. Bro, it's so cutthroat. It's so quick. It's just a hustle. You're on cramped spaces. It's tough. It's a tough life. It's a tough life.
It's crazy because you listen to Nick and he's like, Nick likes to live there because his family's there, which makes sense. But
that's it. That's the only reason.
He's like, he seems like he doesn't mind living there. He's like, yeah, I like being here in Jersey.
But Andy, the thing that's recently though. Look at his videos from two years ago. He
didn't like it.
Hated Jersey. Hated it. That's a very, very recent thing.
To be honest, I feel like wherever his family is, he's very family oriented. He loves his family. I think wherever they are, that's where he feels home. But actual Jersey, it can't be.
I'm like kind of in the same boat because I'm like pretty close with my family too. Like all my dad, my mom, my sister. I just recently had a nephew. He's only like 1 year old. So like all my very close family is here. Every birthday we all get together. Holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, like every year. So I couldn't imagine like let's say I moved to Dallas or something and I'm living there by myself. Like so it's my birthday and like I just got to call my family over FaceTime, or if it's Thanksgiving, I don't have anywhere to go. Maybe a buddy's house, or same with Christmas. Maybe it's something I would get used to. But I feel like that would be kind of hard to do that long term. So, maybe I would just move there for the duration of my bodybuilding career or something.
It's definitely a tougher.
It's a sacrifice.
That's the sacrifice. That's the toughest part. Is kind of like family, your friends. A lot of my close friends, they don't even bodybuild. And a lot of those guys, like I don't have that here. So like I said, it's kind of like. For me to go out with my friends and we don't party or anything, but just go for lunch, or something, or hang out, talk about anything but bodybuilding. I don't have access to that anymore, which is,
it's kind of important. It's kind of important to make sure you have real friends as well. I will say the good thing about the Texas boys is that they're real though. They're not the kind of friends
they're good guys.
Yeah. They're not the ones that's gonna be your friend only when you're placing well, and then when you're not placing well, they don't know. But the industry as a whole is like that. So you got to be careful. You do have to stay grounded in a way that you have real life, where regardless of where you play, regardless if Ken retires tomorrow, I don't feel any different about Ken, right? So you still want people in your life like that. You don't want people who are cool with you because you're hot at the moment, and you're gonna have a lot. There's so many of those as well. You're gonna have those, so you don't want that. But I was gonna say, y'all remember what Dexter Jackson used to do? How he would stay in Jacksonville. That's where he would live with his family, and then for the Olympia, 3-4 months, he would come out in Venice, get rent a. Oh no, he actually bought. I think he might have bought a home. Actually,
he owned it. He owned like a condo or something.
Yep. Yeah. And then that's a good balance too, because Dexter liked to disconnect too, like, just family. He would eat whatever he wanted. He would, downsize, whatever. So that's a good balance too. Come here, camp, he's all in. Not talking to anybody, just getting busy, then go back home. I mean, if you got it like Dexter, you could buy the condo.
I feel like that would be kind of tough because, like, I do like the idea of that, but like Ken was saying, he's making all this progress, the environment, the equipment, all that. You probably feel like you're truly maximizing your potential when it comes to bodybuilding. I couldn't imagine for 8 months out of the year leaving that, knowing how good the equipment is, knowing how good the atmosphere is, going to a subpar gym just to be home with family. It's almost like you're going to know in your mind you're leaving progress on the table.
I'm literally in that situation. I just got back. I'm 2 weeks in Florida, and I'm like already looking at apartments. I've already found a couple. So it's like it's the way I look at it is we're pretty much all pros here, baby. That's my job, and I'm in my prime, and I didn't compete this year. I wasted a year, so I got to get back to work and go get that progress. I can, again, like, I'm coming back here to reset. I haven't seen my family in like 6 years. I haven't seen them in 2 years at the Texas Pro, but I haven't really been with them in a couple years. So I'm giving them me, but I'm still trying to do what I did in Texas because I built my business, and in Houston, I built family. Like, I have people messaging me on a daily basis. We miss you, Queen. The gym misses you. And that is like, damn, like, I've never had that. So I got to get back over there and get back to work. And sacrificially, I had a dog. My parents now basically own the dog because it's a lot to juggle when I'm busy working, and it's a highly active dog. Like, they can love that dog just as much as I can, but now I'm back home with my dog. I'm back home with my family and doing the family thing, but I got to go back to work. That's how I feel.
Alyssa, I was going to ask, do you feel like there's any pros and cons? So do you feel like a break is good for you mentally sometimes?
Hell no, man. Like, what's good for me is what I literally built up in Houston. It was just like cardio, meals. I have my grocery store. Like, my routine is what makes me joyful. And when I go to the gym, and the Houston gyms for me is what I prefer. Fucking dude, like, sweating and just busting ass, and you look up, there's a pro, you look over there's a different pro. Like, I was training with my homeboys that are pros. Like, it's just, again, I'm in the town I'm currently in, I'm the big dog. I'm the freak show, so to say. But in Texas, it's like there's freak shows all fucking over, man. So it's just the pros to being home is I'm with my family. The cons are I feel like there's a piece missing, and it's my job. That's what I'm posing clients like a motherfucker, just trying to hustle. But like, me going to Alpha Elite or me going to Iron City or Species, I didn't even really venture out to other Houston gyms. It was like every time I went to the gym, that's meeting people that are like-minded and have the same lifestyle. They get to know me. They learn about me. I do let people train with me. Once they train with me, that's how you build the business. And then you go to shows. There's shows all over Texas. There's no shows in Florida. Like Tampa Pro, Daytona Pro, like there's no shows. In Texas, there's like a show every weekend in every city. Austin, Houston, Dallas, so it's just so much more active over there, which produces more money in the long run.
So you never felt like in Houston, you never felt like, you know what? I kind of need a little break from this right now. Let me slip over to this other gym and just kind of like clear my head. Not really.
It was honestly, the best part of my day was getting ready for the gym and driving to the gym, because every gym from where me and Chris live was like a 20-minute drive. So back day, I went to Species because they have hella back equipment. If I wanted to sweat and just bust ass, I would go to Iron City for legs. They had really good leg equipment. Alpha Elite, you get different. There's like 4 different gyms, and it's a whole different vibe, different kind of people there. Alpha Elite's badass. If you want the prime equipment, AC, you got Gym 1. If you want to go outside and sweat your ass off and condition yourself, go outside to Gym 2. You want to pose, go to Gym 3. There's hella mirrors, like, and it's so big everywhere in Texas. Again, you're never cramped up. People aren't staring at you. People aren't bothering you, and people leave you alone because they're so like there's influencers all over, but everyone's in their own world doing their own thing. So it's just I just gotta get back over there.
I didn't think you would like Alpha Elite. Like from what I'm just going by what I see online. I see a lot of space, and I see a lot of guys with no shirt on.
I promise if you went, you would like it because it's a bunch of men's physique dudes, but the way it's portrayed on social media is like it makes you think something, but when you're experiencing it, it's not that big of a deal. It's like any other gym. That's how I felt. Yeah. Right. I didn't feel weird. I totally felt comfortable. So
okay. Hey, Ken, what's the main gym you've been training at? And do you switch it up, or you like to same workout, same machine, same people?
Bro, honestly, Destination is perfect for me. Like, it's the best gym I've ever trained at in my entire life. So I haven't found the need to venture out, so to say it. And it's 5 minutes from where I live, so it's perfect. But I do want to try out I'm not interested in the absolute recomps, but I do want to try out Metroflex Plano when it gets a little bit cooler. I think that's more like that brings me a little bit more to my roots, like Apollon, it's like a bigger Apollon. So I definitely want to try that out and see. But in terms of daily drivers, yeah, Destination is, I look forward to waking up every morning and going to that gym to train. Like that's how much it is, how much I love it.
Cause they have the equipment, but they have something else, the intangible, right? You just said absolute recomp. If we're being technical, there's not many gyms that have better equipment than absolute recomp, but something about that energy, it's not really for me, and that's not against them. I think it's I think that's one of the best gyms probably in the country. It's a great gym. Just is not what we grew up on. We like it a little more. I don't even know the word.
Grungy.
I don't want to say
grungy.
See, a little grunge. I didn't want to say that because Destination is very clean. So when I say grungy, I don't want them to think it looks like Metroflex in fucking plain.
No.
But it's like you're literally walking into marble floors and walls that are marble. Yeah. Like and you're not paying. That's what you're paying for. Because I was training there for a couple weeks in Fort Worth, and dude, it's outrageous. You're paying for all the marble and shit, not fucking the gym.
It's too much for me. It's too much.
And it's contradictory to what this is. Bodybuilding is a very blue collar type of work. You know what I mean? Like it's max effort. I'm not going in there, to get my shoes polished for dude, you want to go in there with muddy ass boots, squat till you bleed. There should be some blood marks on the floor and shit, you got marble. Like what am I doing with that?
This sounds ridiculous to the average person, but even down to the front desk people, y'all smiling too much, bro. This is not Hooters. Y'all smiling mad hard right now. Y'all almost too friendly. I'm like, I'm okay. You need a towel? No, I'm good, man. Just working out, bro.
And that kind of it takes away from my energy, man. That kind of environment takes away from the energy because for me, like a gym has to, and that's what Destination for me is like. It's like the perfect blend, like you said. It's clean, but it's set up in a way that it still has a grunge feel despite it being clean. You know what I mean? Like the plates that are there, like you've got some mismatching plates. Not every plate is perfect. You have some old machines in there. You've got some extremely new ones. It's handpicked. It's just set up in a way, and then you look at the prime squat racks in the back. You can tell those things are used. You know what I mean? People have been banging on those racks for quite some time. It just gives you a feel like this is a gym that's alive. It's not for show. It's a gym for use. And I think that's there's a big difference, because in the East Coast, the fusion gyms are very similar to like Absolute Recomp. They don't hold a candle when it comes to the equipment, but it's the same kind of feel. The marble floors. They got a Lamborghini in the gym. But what I need a Lamborghini for, man? I'm trying to train. Why is there a Lamborghini in this gym? things like that. It's like
Yeah.
it makes 0 sense. You know what I mean? It just makes 0 sense.
Go ahead.
Well, have y'all trained at Absolute?
No.
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
Have you been in the middle of a set whenever the fucking lights turn red? Like you're in a set and the shit goes red?
No, I haven't.
Bro, it's so distracting. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, that's so distracting.
When I went, bro, I was training legs, right? I don't know why I was training, but there was I shit you not, there was probably six or seven of the same leg curl, and it was all taken. And I was like, what the mother?
And they all suck. And they all suck.
I'm like, how? What the fuck? It's crazy. It's funny because I saw Stu in there. I feel like Stu did not want to train in there, but they were doing like a gas workout. I'm like, I can tell this dude does not want to train. He does not look like he wants to train there. And I don't really think none of us really wanted to train there.
Nah.
You know, we went because everybody. I think Gash was having the workout there, and we was just going with the flow. But I don't think we wanted to be there.
I have no desire. Like it's probably going to be till maybe like 2026 that I'll probably go there. But for this year, I have no desire to even go.
Yeah. And they let you train at Destination for free, right? Because you're a pro.
Yeah, because I'm proud. I'm also with Gasp. Yeah.
That's
okay.
Yeah.
So the first time we went to Gasp, mind you, this was before we had a relationship with Michael, right? This is before the boys signed with him. This is before I ever met him in person, right? So we walk in. Hey, what's up? How much for a day pass? Dude was like, y'all good? Okay, all right. That's all you gotta tell me. We just worked out, you know. So it's a different style of gym. That happened to us so Dragon's Lair is probably the cleanest gym that I'm willing to train at. But similar thing happened there. We walked in Dragon Lair, same thing. Yeah, how much for it? Dude was like, you know what? Yeah, good. And he was like, I actually watched the podcast. And we were like, oh, thank you. And then we walked in.
I guess I don't have that clout, man. I walked in there because I had a work conference I had to go to last year, and I came to Dragon's Lair at like 7 at night, right? So I woke up to the front. And the guy's like, "Oh man, you're Colossus Ken. Like I know you are. Like, dude, it's so awesome to meet you." I'm like, "Oh yeah, man, dude, it's a pleasure to meet you, bro." And I was
$50.
like, "Yes." So I was like, I'm trying to have a workout in this gym, you know. He's like, "Oh yeah, that'll be like, you know, $40. I think it was like $40 for the day pass." I'm like,
good Lord.
In my mind, I'm like, really? Like.
Because he made it sound like he was going to hook you up or something. Like, what's up, bro?
I'm not going to be that person that's like, I'm a pro. Like, you know, I was like, like, you know who I am, and you know I'm a pro, but you're still going to make me pay for this gym. Like,
they probably had to like tighten. Maybe they had to tighten up on that. I don't know, but
I was like, it's flex around. You know, it's flex around. He's like, nah, flex is home. Flex is home.
You know what? Because he knows so much people, it's like that club owner that knows everybody, and he act like he not there. Anytime people coming in, oh yeah, I'm like, oh, I didn't see you, bro. My fault, bro. You in there? Oh, my bad, bro. You got to play it low. You know, you got to make sure. Nah,
they made me pay for that stuff, man. I was tight, bro. I was like, God damn, are you serious? But it's okay.
What's y'all favorite? Well, I think Ken said Destination. What's y'all favorite gym y'all ever trained at? Ever?
Well, here's the question in return. What do you look for in a favorite gym? Is it equipment? I go for equipment, number one. Mm-hmm. And then I go kind of for the environment, number two.
Yeah, same here.
And I think I do the opposite. Then I go for price, number three.
I think for me, environment is just as important as the equipment for some reason. You know,
this is true.
But the equipment,
I go with Alyssa. Like equipment first, because I can tune out. I don't talk to anyone, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. But equipment first, and then atmosphere, and then price. Like I would say, outside of Destination, probably the best gym I've actually trained at is in Jersey, which is Iron Revolution. If you've ever been there,
isn't that the gym Nick's training out of?
It looks.
He trained there for New York. He trained there for New York when he was with Kyle Wilkes when he was living with Kyle before the show. that gym is sick, dude. Like the owners, it's clean. They take care. They get new equipment all the time, and you can tell that they're really passionate about it. You know, but again, environment, they don't have as many pros like like up here, but they're doing their best to make things happen in that gym. So like I would say that's the second best gym I've ever probably trained at in my life.
Ken, when you say new equipment, you mean actually new brands or like new old equipment?
No, like new old equipment, like equipment that's like goated, right? So like for example, like a Nautilus chain pullover or like a Flex Systems hand tractor, but at the same time, he could get like a Megamass Explode, you know,
I like this,
or something like that. So it's like it's equipment that we know has been tested and it actually works and it's good. You know, like a Nautilus, like a Nautilus ward arm pull down, like a Nautilus ward arm lat pull down, right? Goated machine. Like those things, like if you have it in your gym, you're like, okay, this guy knows what he's looking for, or like a Cybex leg press. You know?
That's what I like about Destination, because like Ken said, it's all hand picked. So you have like Mega Mass, you got Prime, but then you also got Cybex, you know, a lot of the old stuff. So it's like a combination of new and old. So you can't really.
Hey, Beatty, can you pull up my stories? Because I posted the gym I'm training out of on my stories today, and then you can get like a preview of what I'm in. And again, you'll see it's straight equipment.
Oh, my bad.
So they got they got the hammer strength leg press, linear leg press, the Cybex leg. I don't know.
Bro, the part is like top right there.
Okay, I was using the hip thrust today.
This right here is a good sign. You see this pointy metal little thing going on here?
Yup.
That's a good sign. When you see that shit, the shit that scratch you, if you rub up against it, that's usually a good sign. It's a good gym.
And I'm sorry, Ken.
Once I see a Cybex leg press, I know like the Gen 1 and 2s, the white ones. Once I see those in there, I know they know what they're doing.
So this is like the free weight section or whatever. But man, look how fucking like everything's taken care of. The owner knows. I don't know that he's a bodybuilder or has bodybuilded before, but he's expanded the gym, which I haven't ventured into yet. But he brings in equipment. He's always like, even this little piece, like for what? For no reason.
Forearms.
And then but he just be bringing little shit in like that, and I like that. It's all legit. But then you can go outside. Ooh. You can go outside, but look at all the machinery, all the white stuff on the carpet. It's all Cybex hammer strength machines. That's all a clusterfuck of. And then you can go outside, and they got even more.
So it warms my heart to see like gym owners that like, you know, they're passionate about that. You know, it's we need more, those people need to be celebrated more. You know, and
they support me because I prep for the Olympia out of there, so they've got my picture on the wall, and then the rest of my story is just bullshit. But that's what I'm training out of right now.
Hey, another green flag is sometimes when they have some machines that aren't color coordinated, because they're more focused on just bringing in a good machine instead of some like Goals NoHo. They'll have a machine sitting there, they powder coating it and all that. I'm like, bro, just bring that bitch in. We don't give a fuck about that shit. Don't gotta match the whole gym. Just bring it in, you know. So when they're more focused on that, and then constantly trying to be better. Okay, let's get the pullover. Let's get that's what I'm into. So when it comes to that, some of these, not to shit on Absolute Comp, because like I said, I think it's a good gym, but some of these machines, man, it's like I'm just trying to do a pull down, then it's like, okay, this is, you put it over here, and then I feel more resistance here. Now it's coming out to the right. I don't even know how to, you know. At some point, I'm like, I kind of just want to use the machine. There's so many options on the handle to move. It's supposed to make the workout better. But then now,
are you talking about that prime row you were using?
Which one? Which one was I using?
You remember you posted you were doing like a chest supporter row, and you said you put it. I was watching your YouTube video, by the way, and you had it on. You're like, I don't know what setting I put it on. I just put it on the middle one.
To me, it's too much options sometimes. Sometimes I want to use the machine.
If you take a little bit of time just to like just mess with the settings, because what it does, it's almost like it puts the tension in different places. So you can put it on setting 1 in the middle, and it's going to be clear tension throughout the rep. And then setting 2, it's going to be like heavy at the top. So it's light at the bottom, and as soon as you get to the top, it's heavier. Setting 3, because I love prime. Setting 3 is my favorite because as soon as it's heavy at the bottom, but really light at the top, where you can focus on the contraction. So it's like each set is taking you through different tension
range of motions. Prime is actually I do like prime machines, but it's mostly Panada that the handle.
I didn't want to say it.
The handle can move in so much. Like technically that should be a good thing, but it's a bit much. I think it's a bit much. So just trying to find that perfect spot. I kind of want the machine to kind of already kind of hit the perfect spot and then maybe a little tweak to it. But if I have to do all of it just to be able to feel it, then it starts to get I'm not into the Panada gyms with a bunch of Panada machines. I got to be honest with you. Panada doesn't do it for me. I don't know if you guys.
Let me ask you guys a question. What is your top 3 favorite, or let's do top 2 favorite fitness gym equipment brands?
I love this question.
Oh man.
Okay. Does it include every type, like free weights and pin loaded?
Everything.
I would say
I'm gonna have to go.
I would definitely throw prime in there. I do like a lot of the plate loaded prime stuff. Even a lot of the pin loaded stuff, like the prime leg extension, prime adductor machine. It's just very, very good.
Like flex is nice.
I'm gonna counter that. I'm gonna say Strive.
Hold on. We'll go Andy first. Andy, and then you go your turn. You know.
So prime, and then man, that's tough. I definitely like Cybex because they have a lot of good leg equipment, a lot of good back equipment. I mean, they just have a lot of good old school stuff that just like you can't really replicate. And then as far as like something new, I kind of like a lot of the Atlantis stuff that's new.
Okay.
A lot of like the pin loaded Atlantis stuff. Like I really like their seated leg curl. I like a lot of their plate loaded stuff. I'll probably say those 3.
Okay, so let's go 3. Yeah, Alyssa?
That's good, yeah.
Strive, Cybex. I'm gonna have to say, I mean, Prime and Strive are the same to me, but I feel like
the same thing.
I just feel like Strive has more pin loaded machinery.
Prime is Strive. Prime is Strive.
They own the company, right?
Oh,
it was originally Strive, and then
I got you. I thought they were like mimicking it. Okay, so Strive and Prime are the same. So that's number 1. Number 2, Cybex. Number 3, I don't know. I'm gonna have to say like Life Fitness because it's real basic, but everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, they also own Hammer Strength, so Life Fitness is technically really good.
Yeah, but they're not the same. They're not the same.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've used a lot more. Like I like machines too, but I feel like I don't fucking know. I like Prime, Strive, and Cybex.
Okay, Biddy, what about you?
I was actually gonna say Hammer Strength before Life Fitness bought it. The original Hammer Strength is
Hammer Strength, yeah.
Yeah, that I fuck with. A lot of people don't say Hammer Strength because I think it's like kind of generic. But they got all them chest presses. They started all that plate loaded incline chest shit. That shit is nice to me. And the under grip pan, it's kind of generic, but I still fuck with Hammer Strength. I like what's the machine with the. What's the brand that has that T-bar roll? The T-bar roll that the handle, the one I think Ken was using. No, the handle Mega Mash. I like Mega Mash, but that's the main one that I like, that T-bar roll. So I don't know if that's enough to make the list. So let me go Damn, why am I struggling with this?
It's a hard one.
because
There's so many options.
if I'm saying brand, I can't just say, well, I like that one machine. I feel like it got to be more. Flex.
Yeah.
I like the flex presses. They have really good chest presses. That the plate loaded ones. But once again, I feel like there's only a couple machines.
So you said hammer strength, mega mass, and what flex? Is that what you said?
Yeah, let's go with that. I feel like I'm not thinking I'm missing so much machines right now. No, I like Nautilus.
I like Nautilus.
Nautilus is good. I would go for me. I'd probably start with flex. Mm-hmm. I think they're the flex leverage row, the original, the back piece is goated. Their ham tractor goated. Chest
ham
presses.
Tractor.
What's the ham tractor?
It's their leg curl. It's their leg curl version, but it's there's
phenomenal.
nothing like it. They haven't made anything like that. And like
Eddie, can you bring it up?
Oh yeah, let me try to find it.
It's on my story. You can put it on my page on my reel.
Perfect.
There should be one there from Apollon. It's
now,
goated.
I've never seen it before.
When you full blown off season, sometimes it's hard to get into the ham tractor. But
bro, I got to strap myself in. I got to use the gym bed seat belt to strap me in. You know.
But once you get in there, it's goated.
Yeah,
but
it's goated. So I'd say flex. Go to the reel page. It should be one of the ones on top there. Right there, training hamstrings. Yeah, that one, that piece right there.
Oh yeah, this is right there. Yeah,
that's it right there. Yeah,
that's my shit. That's my shit. That's my shit.
It's so good. It's so
beautiful.
good.
Beautiful.
It's so good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So ham tractor, flex systems, Atlantis. I do like Atlantis. I think that their hack squat is goated. Their pendulum squat is the best version out of all the pendulum squats. They've got a lot of nice, just basic pieces too, like their chest presses.
God damn! Why you left me doing that?
It's a failure, bro. It's a failure. Bro, I be pushing, you know.
Hey, the hack squat from Atlantis, when you put the seat like forward where your hips are pushed, man, that's the best. That's the best.
Yeah.
Atlantis is goated. And then I would say I'm having a hard time between Prime and Megamass because I've been using Megamass since I got here.
Shit's good.
And let me tell you, dude, he's onto something. That guy is onto something because some of those pieces, like the new T-bar row, he's got a new T-bar row out. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like it's not the one where you actually move it. It's actually fixed. It's a fixed T-bar row. You know, so if you go to his page, you can see it. It's actually a chest supported fixed T-bar row. And basically, you just move up and down. So it's like a linear row, but in a T-bar style. And that thing is so good.
And
it's
on
a machine.
It's on a track too, baby. So everything feels like a Smith machine. So the tension is like really good.
Yeah, it's so good, man.
Wait, did you post that, Ken? Was it you that posted that? I saw that somebody posted.
Sean has it. Sean has it on his page because I just trained with him. Let me see on Sean Clarita's page.
Destination just got it too, huh?
Yeah. Destination just got it too yesterday. So it's so good, man. Yeah, he's got, and then the Explode line that he has is just the footprint is so large. So I don't know, like Absolute Recomp is the only place I've seen them that they have those. So yeah, that story, the first one.
Have you used the chest press is from Megamass?
The next one. Yeah, the chest press is this one.
That one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that's beautiful. Look at that. He having a time of his life. Look at this.
Dude.
Yeah, I like
I told him, I said, dude, if you leave me here, I'm about to get a trailer and take that thing to my house, you know?
I like that. I like that. I did forget a brand. This is probably the only new brand that I thought was insane. You probably know what I'm going to say now. There was the New Tech joints, bro. The New Tech joints, they're nice. They're real nice. A lot of people haven't used many of them. In Vegas, I think in Vegas is where it's because I went to Torture. Torture is where, I walked in Torture. I'm like, there's a lot of machines in this motherfucker, but I don't know. At that time, I was still kind of like, I like the free weights.
Yeah.
Now, I'll probably be in heaven because I love the machines now.
I've used them, and there's nothing wrong. I like them. It's just the look, man. It's a different look.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean, right? They look very, very. I'm not accustomed to that kind of look for my machines. You know, I like my machine looking a little bold and
it looks
modern.
That's the thing about the new tech stuff is like there's two. It's cool because you can adjust it exactly how you need, but it's like you got to adjust the handle, adjust the seat, adjust the arm. It's like this is too much, and then you forget what setting you have it on versus just being able to like lower the seat, up the seat. You know?
Yeah. Boy, those they be writing that shit down in a damn pad to remember the fucking.
I take pictures of that shit, bro.
Let me see if we can find some of the machines.
Their chest fly at Torture though, that new tech chest fly is amazing. It's like a converging chest fly.
Oh yeah, I have that one. Yeah,
it's beautiful, really good. Yeah.
To be honest, just because I did like a upper body pump workout, and I was shocked how nice it felt. You know, it was beautiful.
Chris, I can't see anything in that reel. You gotta change the way you do your reels, girl. That's too much flashes. I was getting like a seizure looking at that. You know.
They got some nice pieces. Out of I usually hate when a gym has only one brand because I'm like, there's almost no brands. Hammer Strength probably would work, but there's almost no brands that I want to just use all one brand, you know. Yeah. So
I think they got their new facility, from what I heard, the one Regan's training at, they have a whole room for like new tech stuff, and then they have like an actual gym with the rest of like just nice like timeless pieces that we all love, like Cybex and stuff like that.
Perfect, yeah.
Joe just trained there, so he would probably tell us like what they have in there.
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
gets back. Yeah.
They driving right now. I sent him a link, but they driving. I don't know if he got the energy. But what I was gonna say, when it comes to, hold up, let me pull it back up. What the fuck were you talking about? I just have a brain fart. We talking about which machine?
Gym equipment, gym brands.
New tech. I was gonna say something about new tech. I completely forgot. So just forget it. But Ken, you haven't been on for a minute. The last show that passed was Texas, all right, and now you have Quint. Let me pull it up. The Nigerian Alliance now is forming. So, did you get an invite? Did they send you an invite yet, or you didn't get one?
They didn't invite me, man. I'm not 6 foot, bro. I'm not a 6 foot Nigerian. I didn't get that quota, bro. Do you think if I put a Nigerian flag on my shit, he gonna think that I'm Nigerian? Nah, bro.
If I throw a Nigerian,
you got that Nigerian, that Nigerian density,
He gonna be like, so something wrong with this dude. He can't be. But yeah, I mean, I personally think I'm trying to find is this the latest we seen? Let me see. Hold on.
Is he still at Samson's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There for the rest of its prep. Yeah.
It looks like the conditioning is better from what I see.
Mm-hmm.
Because he had his right glute was in and his left wasn't in the last show, but it looked like it's coming in, and this is not even, this is not even like a show day or anything. But I think it's a great choice. So somebody said I think it might have been Ian, right? So somebody on the podcast, I think said, or it might have been Joe. Somebody on the podcast said that because Samson struggles kind of with the same thing, that is there anything that can he really help Quint? But I think that's why he can help Quint, because here's the thing, it's not as simple as Quint can get peeled. That's not the issue. He just doesn't want to get peeled, like all the way peeled, because he's gonna lose the bubbliness that makes him Quint. So who's better than Samson to showing him how to put on enough muscle? So that's not the problem. So it comes down to a muscle thing at the end of the day, right? It's not like, oh, Quint, I can't bring him out. He can bring in peeled glutes if he wants to. when he glute chases, he just loses everything else. So I actually think they don't. I don't actually think they have the same issue, because I think Samson actually had a hard time getting peeled glutes, whereas Quint just needs enough tissue so that he can bring it in, right? So Quint has more of an Andrew Jack issue than a Samson issue, as far as I'm concerned.
I feel it's going to help Quint a lot just mentally, just being around the champ like that, someone with similar structure as him. Because from the outside looking in, it seems like Quint kind of has like some like maybe self-doubt that he deals with, maybe from placings and stuff like that, as we all do, at times. But I think just being around Samson, training with the champ, it's got to be extremely motivating to be around that every day. And I feel like that will help him with his look as well.
Andy, that's exactly what I was going to say. There's something to be said for being able to train with someone who is a level above you, right? Because Samson is still prepping too, keep in mind, and, Quint is self-prepping. He's prepping himself. So to have someone like Samson in your corner who kind of has gone through this specific phase that Quentin is kind of going through, like, 3 or 4 years ago, right? In terms of just finding himself in terms of bodybuilding, and to just, what better opportunity than to have Mr. Olympia himself giving you advice for the next 3 weeks for your show? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like there's that, and then there's the stress of, first off, now he's Samson just seems like a really, really good guy. Like, he seems like he's taking care of all Quentin's needs over there. He's given him a place to stay. He's settled in. He has a gym to train at, private facility. He's training at a level of a Mr. Olympia day in, day out. They're probably on the same training schedule, the same resting schedule. He's probably doing the same thing Samson's doing from a training, like, periodization perspective, right? In terms of like rest and then going to the gym. So, man, to me, I can't see how he's not going to be better. I just can't see it.
Yeah.
How selfless of Samson too. Like, bro, you're the reigning Mr. Olympia. Like, you cannot get out of your routine, get out of anything, and then here he is, 7 weeks out, bringing another competitor into his home, like helping this other competitor pose, almost putting like his prep on the back burner so he can help Quint with his. And it's like, for Mr. Olympia to do that, normally it's like, hey, I don't care about anyone. I'm focused on my prep. I'm the reigning Olympia champ. Like, I'm not changing my training schedule. I'm not changing anything about my routine for anyone. So for him to do that, it just goes to show like how selfless Samson is.
Yeah.
You could just tell, like, and that's why, Andy, to go back, we said it on this podcast like a couple years ago at this point. It's the craziest podcast that's been on for years. But when Samson won the Olympia, it wasn't the fact that it wasn't, him and Merlenka just celebrating. Look at the other competitors around him.
Yep.
That were celebrating for him. It just goes to show that, like, people that do know Samson across the board, he's a genuinely good person. You know what I mean? And he's not someone that fame has been corrupted by fame, so to say.
Hey, remember, we were watching at the gas spot, right?
Yeah.
We all was like, we think this guy's going with the guy. Everybody has somebody else, right? The moment Samson won, everybody was happy. Now one person was like, oh, I wanted this guy to win. Everybody was happy. Regardless of who we thought was going to win or who we didn't, or placing bets, everybody uniformly got up and clapped and everybody was happy. That says a lot, bro. That says a lot. Listen, man, 8 weeks out, bro. I ain't training nobody. I ain't helping. With all due respect, I'm not trying to work out with nobody, bro. Like, I kind of just want my own space. I don't really want to talk to somebody. Damn sure I'm not trying to help somebody else work out. It's just honestly. So it says a lot about him, and he's actually Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Since Kennedy and Alyssa haven't been on here yet, what are your guys' top 5 predictions for the Open?
For Olympia? Oh, damn. God damn. You hit us with that, Andy?
Yeah, right now, 7 weeks out. Yeah, in order.
I got Nick winning.
I got Nick winning too. I love Nick.
I don't know.
The shit is getting volatile. Like
let's say Hottie makes it too. Let's go based off if
I was gonna say Hottie, man. I'll be honest.
Really?
Dude.
I mean, he posted a lot of pro Iran stuff. I don't know if they're gonna let him in this. I don't know if they're gonna let him in.
If they let him in my opinion, and I just look at that level of strategic bodybuilding. He's been resting all year. There's a reason why he sat out the Arnold this year. You know, he's probably like, after he won it and he went to the Olympia, he came third. He's like, I'm never doing that again.
Well, what about who's coaching him though?
Ani's coaching him.
Think so? He still is?
Bro, he's definitely coaching him. Like, they're just not saying anything. He's definitely coaching him. Trust me.
I think Hani's coaching him just as much as he's always coached him, which I don't think was ever like he was holding his hand, right? Because Hadi's gonna do what Hadi's gonna do. Like he's gonna tell him stop doing those heavy T-bar rows. He's gonna fucking do it. He even told us, remember the text that came out? Stop pinning your shoulders. Motherfucker pins the shoulders. He put it in his shoulder. So he kind of gonna do what he's gonna do. But as far as like the way, whatever capacity he was helping him at, I don't think any of that has changed. I gotta be honest with you.
Let me preface that. I want Samson to win. If everything, I want Samson to win. But just analytically on paper and looking at everything that has happened the season throughout the year, Hadi has the best shot, in my opinion. That's what I think.
You're not getting that invite now to the UK after that.
All right, let's not avoid the question here. Come on, we got to get this top 5 in order. I want to hear it.
Top 5.
I'll go first if it makes it easier.
Yeah, you go.
I'm gonna say Nick first, Hadi second, Samson third, Derek fourth, Martin fifth.
That's fair. That's
what I'm gonna say.
I could go next. I'm going to say Hadi first, Samson second, hot take, Nick third, Derek fourth, and I actually think Andrew will be in fifth.
I like that one.
Wait, say that one more time.
I'll probably write it down.
Hadi first, Samson second, Nick third, Derek fourth, and Andrew in fifth.
I like that one.
I have a feeling Hadi's, I don't know. How old is Hadi?
38.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not as old as he looks.
Yeah, he's not as old as he looks.
I want Nick to win, but realistically, do we think that's going to happen? Probably not, unfortunately. But I'll probably say Samson wins, Hadi second, Nick third, Derek fourth, Martin fifth.
I like that one.
So we all have Derek in fourth then.
Oh,
I just feel like Nick's coming back with the vengeance.
I think
he's got to get his get back from the Pittsburgh.
I think Nick's gonna upset him. Yeah, I think Nick's gonna upset him at the Olympia.
I think Hadi looks incredible, man. But it was just, when was that Arnold he won? That wasn't that long ago, right?
2023. Or no, 2024.
24. It was last year. It was just last year.
See, that makes me feel like he's capable of that look still. But I gotta be honest, like in that update or in the updates, I feel like that one leg is shrinking, and he's probably posting after he eats, but I don't see the same waist control that I remember seeing from him early on. So I think those two things that are kind of going backwards. But at the Arnold, he was perfect. So it's hard to say that when last year or 2 years,
like Ken said, he took the whole year.
Yeah,
so you know he's fresh.
And you know, everyone always, every time Hadi brings out an update, everyone always says that, bro. Like,
this is true.
Every year, even during that Arnold prep, I remember people were like, "Oh, you know, his shoulders, his back is not detailed, you know, because he was doing like some heavy rolls or some shit, and then he did that like back lat spread and shit, and he came to Arnold and he blew everyone out, you know. I think that the fact that he's had a whole year to rest while everyone else has been competing Nick did 2 shows. Derek did 3 shows. Samson did 2 shows. Like the fact that he's had that chance, it gives him an upper hand. There's a reason why the Mr. Olympias in the previous years before this era sat out. It gives you an upper hand that you just don't have, a lot of times.
I think losing does a lot more for you than winning. Yeah. I think Samson is such a polite, nice guy that he doesn't put it out there. But I know losing at Arnold got him pissed. He's not the type to get on there and be like, I'm coming for it. But I feel like inside that shit is burning. And I feel like he's gonna bring his best. So
that's what makes this Olympia so exciting, because everyone besides Derek is coming off a loss. Derek is probably riding high on confidence because he's like, I beat the reigning champ and I beat Nick. All I got to do is beat Hadi, and he's already done that. So in Derek's mind, he probably thinks he's the front runner. But then you have Hadi. Hadi's coming back with a vengeance because he lost his title. Samson's coming back with a vengeance because he lost to Arnold. Nick arguably didn't lose to Derek, but they still gave it to him. He's pissed. So everybody is coming with something to prove.
I don't think. My bad. Go ahead, Ken.
In the Olympia lineup, I don't know why. Maybe it's just me, but Hadi doesn't have that same effect as Derek when there's a lot of big guys around. He doesn't lose that size factor compared to Derek. Nick being in that mix too with the rest of them, maybe because Hadi's a lot more balanced. Derek, his quads could be a little fuller from the front. But I just feel like with Nick being back at the Olympia, that top 5, dude, they're all monsters, man. They're all mass monsters, Andrew all the way up. So I feel like size is going to play a role in determining that comparison. And I feel like that's where, because Derek, his upper is a little bit bigger than his lower, it's going to expose him a little bit more, and then he doesn't have his back. His back used to like destroy everyone, but now people are starting to catch up. Nick caught up. So he doesn't have that advantage. He doesn't have that advantage like he used to in the past. And that's why I made that, prediction that I think that he's going to drop to at least 4th.
I would have more confidence in Derek if he would have kept that hunger from that loss of the Olympia. And let's say if he either didn't do the Arnold or didn't win the Arnold, I would have more confidence that he's going to be so hungry. Okay, that's why. Okay, he won the Arnold because of what happened at the Olympia. I believe that hunger, whereas Samson was probably really confident and Derek was really hungry because he just got third, right? From after being at Olympia. Yeah. So I think that hunger led him to that, which is, I believe the same thing is going to happen to Samson. But I think because he won those 2 shows, I think his confidence is too high. I think we've seen a little ego come out. And I think confidence too high is not good when you have people like Nick, Samson, and Hadi who are fucking hungry. Because Nick wants to, he hasn't been to Olympia in 2 years. He got something to prove.
The thing with Derek too is this is his first full year with the Cito. You got to think last year when he lost, he was with Hani still. His first show with the Cito, they nailed it at the Arnold. They looked pretty good at Pittsburgh. I mean, who's to say they don't nail it at the Olympia too? So I mean, I mean, I agree. I think Derek isn't going to beat those 3, but we could also just be completely writing him off, and he can show up and shock everyone. For all we know.
And to add to that, Andy, this is the first time in Derek's career, probably since his amateur, that he's competed for this many times in a year. I don't even think. I think the first time he ever did it, and the last was when he actually turned pro and went into the Olympia. So he turned pro, he did a show, qualified, and then competed
top
at
the 5 at his first Olympia.
So he competed 3 times that year. Since then, he's never competed this much, So there's something to be said for that span of time, because he competed early in the year too, and now he's got to compete again towards the end of the year. Doing the Arnold and doing the Olympia is such a hard. It's not easy, but he didn't just stop at the Arnold. He continued all the way to Pittsburgh, which is basically New York, May. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot. People don't realize, like, we're all competitors here, so we understand. but it takes a lot of toll on you, man. Just not physically, just mentally too. It takes a toll on you, you know? So yeah.
Also, okay, here's the thing, right? Derek was beating Nick. Okay, let's say Nick in particular. Derek was beating Nick off of two things, basically. His back or back double or back in general, and then his midsection, right? So now Nick is beating Derek at his own game as far as the back. That's right, because Derek doesn't have a bunch of standouts. He has weaknesses. He has the quad weakness. He has the arm weakness, right? So the back was really what was doing it for him. So if Tyler sits there and Tyler says Nick is winning the back double, that's not good for Derek. That's really bad for Derek. If he no longer has the best back double in the lineup, that's not good. Go as far as to say, like, the front relax. I don't know if Tyler said this, he might have, but a lot of people were saying Nick was beating Derek in the front relaxed. Literally, when Derek came out his first Olympia, the front relax is what put him in the first call out. Literally, once he hit the front relax, that put him in the front. Before he even hit a post, he hit the front relax, he was in the first call out. Then he turned around to the back double. Now he's fighting for the title. So those two shots was doing it. If you're going to tell me now that Nick is beating him in the two shots that made him Mr. Olympia, how does he beat Nick again? Because Nick, you know what I'm saying? If the front relaxed and the back double, you're losing to Nick. You're going to find yourself in a hard spot to beat Nick again. You just are, because he's so much bigger and denser than you already. He has, and
it's not a 1-to-1 comparison anymore. Now you got Samson in there. You got Andrew. These are big guys, you know. So then size plays a role too into that judging criteria, you know. I agree with you, man. I agree.
I think fourth, with all due respect, I mean, he's the Arnold champion, the Olympia champion. It's really hard for me to see him placing higher than fourth at this point, just because it is what it is. I don't think his back double is as good as it was actually. That first two Olympias, or first two Olympias, and yeah. So I think he's gonna have a hard time. And if I'm being honest, man, we have Andrew and Martin. Martin is really balanced. Martin has better legs. Martin can get just as shredded. I think they're pushing fullness a little too much. Nobody needs to be that full, you know. but I think they're pushing. But Martin has all that too, and we all know Andrew has. So I think it's not going to get any easier for Derek. With all due respect, I think Derek's phenomenal.
So, Ken, Alyssa, do you guys keep up with Classic pretty well?
Yeah,
or not really?
Yeah.
So now that Urge is not going to be in the mix, two things. Who do you see like kind of being in your top three as far as Classic? And then, you know, the talk of the bodybuilding world has been, you know, Mike Summerfield is not Classic. He looks like a 212 guy, you know, all this stuff. And my opinion of it, I think it's completely ridiculous, because I see like a video, like say Nick Strength and Power, and he's like, yeah, it just seems like, you know, Mike isn't Classic, Logan is Classic. But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, but what is Classic? Everybody's definition of Classic is different. And I think Ian on Bro Chat nails it on the head every time. It's like, it's not a golden era 70s replicate class. Like, you know, just because they don't look like Arnold doesn't mean they're not Classic. Like Franco Columbo was a totally different look than Arnold, and he was in the golden era. So, and Mike is still under the weight cap. Just because he's bigger and denser than everybody, I don't see how you could say he's not Classic. You know?
That's the issue. Since when do we take points away from somebody being more muscular?
Just put it like this: if what's his name, Mike? If Mike went into 212, what would they say about him then?
Not big enough, probably.
Exactly. He should go to Classic. He looks Classic. He should do Classic.
They're also. I'm sorry.
Here's a reverse to that, right? Take away weight limits. Keon Pearson today, his 212 look. Would you consider that a Classic physique?
Yeah,
bro. Yeah. Keon's physique looks. Physique. I think Keon's physique looks more Classic now than it did when he was small. I think his proportions are better now. Same as Mike.
That's my point, right? That's my point. So for people to say that Mike is not a classic physique, I mean, what are you guys considering classic to be? Because I don't just think of Arnold. I think of Danny Padilla. I think of all the greats from that era. Like you can't just take one bodybuilder or two bodybuilders, or just because most people in the class, they meet the weight limit because they have the same body type. So a lot of times the classic people have smaller arms, you know, they're a little more torso dominant because let's be honest, like the limbs, the appendages take a lot of weight. They do carry a lot of weight on your body. Mm-hmm. So you'll see that, you know, Chris Bumstead, like Ramon was the only guy amongst that top 5 for quite a while that was like an arm dominant classic physique structure. So that's why people have this assumption. But the truth is, it is still bodybuilding. You know, you meet the weight and you flow well, you have good structure. That is classic. Mike is as classic as it gets.
Classic you can add to that is the presentation aspect is what also makes you classic.
Yeah, that's important. That's very important because if Mike was coming out and just hitting this shit straight on like this, that might look a little different. But here's the thing. So we keep saying Logan is the most classic. What's Logan's critique? Go ask the judges or ask anybody what's his critique. He needs more muscle, especially arms, chest, back. Mm-hmm. So when he adds fucking 10 pounds of muscle there, what are you going to say? Oh, he's less classic? Like, for him, he needs more muscle to win. But then you're saying he's more classic because he doesn't have as much muscle. It doesn't make sense. Like, it's a criteria. You still need the tissue, right? It's like Arnold was still one of the biggest guys in the lineup. Like, they're not going to say, yeah, you're smaller, we're going to give you more points. What are we talking about? As long as your lines is there. And I would argue, Mike, when he was smaller, his lines were worse. His lines are better now that he's bigger. He's just bigger in all the places that the judges told him to get bigger in.
And ultimately, like in every class, there still has to be some form of judging criteria because it's already so subjective as it is. So if you know everyone in the comments just says, "Oh, well, the winner should be the guy that looks most classic." It's too wide of like, okay, how do you judge the winner then? You know, how do you separate first and second? Just because I think this guy looks classic when that's like that term could be, you know, so many different things.
That's what I was going to say. So what, Tom Platz is not classic anymore? Mm-hmm. Is that what we're coming up right here? Tom Platz is not a classic bodybuilder. Is that what we're going with here? So the guy shows up with massive legs.
Yeah.
You know, it's bodybuilding. That's just what it is. It's bodybuilding with a weight limit, and the weight limit allows you to not get out of control with you know losing your structure.
Well, arguably Mike has like probably the best condition too in classic, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, these people, they say they want like, oh, I want someone to win that's more classic, so let's take a physique like say Terrence, right? He's arguably one of the most classic, has some of the most flow, some of the best structure, shape, all that, V-taper. So if Terrence shows up soft as potatoes just because he has the best flow and structure, does that mean he should win because he looks the most classic? It's like, what's two conditions, you know?
You know what Alyssa said? Honestly, I think Terrence is the way he poses that makes him look quote unquote classic. I don't
Terrence turned pro in bodybuilding.
He did. I gotta be honest with you.
All the top guys did.
They did. I don't actually believe Terrence has better shape than Mike. I think he's smaller and he poses more classic, for lack of a better term. But I can't say, does he have a better V-taper? Not really.
Andy, so to your point, right? Terrence versus Josema at was it Pittsburgh, right? Terrence structurally looks a little more classic than Josema, right? Mm-hmm. Josema is peeled out of his mind. He's peeled out of his mind. He looks great. I probably would never achieve that kind of conditioning. But at the end of the day, it was still a close call. At the end of the day, from that, Josema is a body. Let's be real. He started from bodybuilding. He's a bodybuilder playing classic. Let's be real. You know, he's at the weight limit. You know, but he still makes it because, according to the standards, he's meeting all the criteria. You know,
that would actually be a better argument though. If Josema was to win the Olympia, and people said, "I don't like his shape," that's more objective because you're not saying he's not quote unquote classic. You're actually using a objective criteria to say his shape could be better because he does right. You could say, well, his waist could be better, his X frame could be better. That's more objective, right? Because Mike actually has the things. You can't look at Mike and say his waist isn't small or right. But Josema would be a better argument, even though I wouldn't have batted an eye if he would have beat Terrence. I don't know if you guys agree. Me personally, still, even though he's not shapely per se, but that's just it's bodybuilding, bro. It's still bodybuilding.
Yeah. I think the misconception is people want a C-bum replica to be the classic physique Olympia champion, and classic means so many different things. We don't all look the same. If we're talking about classic personally, to me, the most classic guy is Neil Darwin. The One Punch Naz. He looks like a cartoon. Bro. He looks like a cartoon. That is as classic as it gets, but he's not slated to win the show,
that's the most, and he actually, out of all of them, he poses the most up front. He's not hiding nothing. He looks like that just by hitting the shot. He's not twisting or nothing. He's just hitting that bitch, and he looks Photoshop, 100% Photoshop.
Yeah,
he looks Photoshop. I think that guy, once that guy, let's say that guy is at a point where he's barely making weight, like he has so much muscle, he's just squeezing in. I don't know. Like obviously he's gonna be peeled, right? I think he'll be fine for the title once he's dense enough, because his muscle still kind of looks like young, bubbly, but not like super dense.
Yeah.
Once he has that look, oh man, I think he can win. Like I think he's that good. Not yet, but I think he can. I think he can be that good. Yeah. So now he was supposed to be on the podcast actually, but that
gotta get him on, bro.
But he doesn't get a lot of hype. At least I don't feel like he gets a lot of hype for somebody that looks like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Have you ever seen an interview of him? I've never seen him on the podcast.
I agree. He's that's someone that I'm surprised that like it's taken quite a while for him, because I remember Arnold Brazil. That was the first time I was like, how did he not win this show? Like I don't get it. I don't get it, but
some people might not know him. Yeah, but I feel like he should be getting way more I don't know how to spell his name. Damn.
Didn't he win Tampa? He won Tampa this year, right?
Yeah, he won Tampa this year.
But how you spell his name, bro?
One Punch Naz.
Oh, yeah, you're right. One. I've been following him for a long time because he's friends with one of my friends, but I gotta be honest, at the time I never envisioned he would be like what he is now. He had nice shape, but I think he just was so under muscled that it wasn't really standing out. And then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, what the fuck just happened to this dude? That's bubbly. That's bubbly, man.
Quite crazy
and balanced from top to bottom.
But yeah, and listen, that's what I'm saying, right? If we're talking about like classic and structure, I mean, outside of the muscle itself, like muscle density being big, like he doesn't have a weakness. There's no weakness on the physique.
I would feel like, what would you think that the judges' feedback is for him to improve into the Olympia?
Probably his back.
Stop training quads at this point. Quads is crazy.
I think he's just getting bigger.
He needs more density. Just more time.
Yeah, just more density across everything. Because like Beatty said, the muscle still looks new. It still looks very, very fresh.
If you back out of this post and just look at the 3 posts he has pinned, look at the Tampa video we just watched, and then look at the Olympia video we just to the far right. Just compare the two, just standing there. Like his quads look like double the size already, and that's only a 1 year difference.
I didn't remember his quads being a strong point. At this point, like Ken says, he needs more overall size. I almost don't want his quads to get bigger.
Well, what's crazy is he probably
That's the-
grew his quads, but his waist probably just stayed the same, so it accentuates it that much more.
Yeah.
This is true. If you took a tape measure to his quads, it's probably not crazy. It's probably literally just because that waist is insane. I would say, but they don't really want huge arms in classic, like, right? Because to make weight, you have to be really precise where you put on the muscle.
Yeah.
I don't think they're rewarding like freaky arms per se, right?
It's more like if you're going to sacrifice muscle somewhere to make the weight, then you don't want to sacrifice your back or your legs or your chest. The arms is the one place that you can still get away, with a bit of small arms and not lose your look, so to say.
Yeah.
Let's be real. You're not winning a classic Olympia with a weak back or weak legs.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Exactly.
I don't know if people remember when Sebum came on the scenes, he was really leg dominant, and he was trying to balance it out, which he did. But I almost kind of like when his legs were bubbly. Like I thought it was a cool look personally. But you can't give up too much weight because legs are heavy, so you got to be careful with that. When he did open, his legs filled out nice when he did the open shit. Oh, speaking of open, I know we said Urs, but also this guy won another show. What's his name? Mado Man.
Mado Man. He won a 212. Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, Mado. I'm sorry, not open, but 212. So he might be the only other person other than Andy to win 3 shows this year in Classic.
He's got 1 mil followers. That's wild. I didn't even know he was that.
Where
he was that crazy?
In Spain, maybe.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that's wild. But what do you guys think of? I will say he doesn't look as classic anymore.
No, he's I was just say he's 212 now.
Yeah, but because he's into, I'm looking for it. I saw the whole lineup. It was a picture, but because he's in 212, what happens? What happens is that his shape still looks better than the other guys, right? Because that's usually, yeah. I saw didn't I see a picture with them comparison? Can't find it. But anyways, in the 212 lineup, he looks shapely.
Yeah, compared to the rest of them, for sure. You can even
These
see
guys
in this picture.
These guys are dense though, low, right? Holy shit, motherfuckers is dense. There's good 212 guys. They're just not popular, but there's good guys. All right, where do you guys see Mado Man? How high do you see him potentially?
I see him being in that top 3 right there with Niall, Sean, Keon. I see him
He's
right
212.
there.
You said Niall and Sean. He combined two.
He can't make
no.
bro.
I'm sorry, not Niall.
He gonna do both.
Nayat, the
oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's serious. He's serious. Do you think he's gonna look dense enough next to Nayat?
I don't see him in top 5.
I mean, he beat Angel Calderon, bro. I mean, and he's
you're right. He did beat him.
He's top 5 every year in 212. I mean, I don't think he's big enough yet to like win or anything, but
I see him out of the top 5 because you're forgetting. We've got Kareth, we've got Sean, we've got Keon. We've got that guy who won Texas. That guy is not pacing out. He's top 3 this year.
Okay, you know what?
From Texas, no chance.
Okay, I gotta be honest with you. I think Ken. I think it's gonna. I think. First of all, I think Keon is untouchable. I don't like to say shit like that, but I honestly believe Keon is untouchable too. So I'll say Keon. But I think Kareth and the one that won Texas, I think they can round out the top 3. And I'm not even mentioning Sean.
Sean is in there too. Sean is. I've seen him, bro. He's there, bro. like it's not even. It's a definite. But I would say, and Zagarella. Everyone forgets Zagarella. Zagarella he looks even more classic than he's more classic than Middleman. Actually, I don't know. You may want to show him some love too after we show
I
him.
don't think I've ever heard of him, Ken.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's serious. He's
good,
serious,
bro. He's good.
To be honest, he almost like Niat, but more dense, bro. Kind of low key. That's him
right there. Yeah, that's him.
Boy, his shape, bro.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
bro,
that's pretty.
Classic on steroids is what he looking like.
Yeah,
that's
So that's a classic physique.
People don't show him love. I mean, maybe because he's Italian, he doesn't speak English. I don't know, but his physique is crazy to me.
Did he compete with Nayat right there? Because that's him and Nayat right there.
Yeah. I beat him.
Did he
beat him? Yeah,
really?
I mean, Nayat won Dubai.
Oh,
I think Nayat is just denser. You can see that from there. You know, he's just a lot denser.
Wait,
he won Texas.
Oh yeah, we gotta.
Was it Francisco?
What's his name?
He's a Brazilian guy. I don't know, but put up Bella Productions. Bella Productions will have his thing.
Bro,
he was.
You went
there in person. I was there in person, baby.
Bro,
there's no space. There's
Brazilian Philippe.
Media. Do Bella
media one.
Yeah,
okay, let me. I might be able to find it through there. Oh,
the media has the actual stuff. You just click that.
Can I find it through media?
You may find it here, but
okay.
But the ballot media has all the stuff.
Hey, you want to talk about Brazilian Phil Heath? That motherfucker is Brazilian Phil Heath, bro. That shit was insane. That's not him? That's not him. Where he at? Right
there.
That's the video?
Yeah.
Listen, look at this.
Oh,
he
did
the Lavroni on the motherfuckers.
Yeah, he's top 3.
Yeah, this guy's top 3.
Where can
be Keon, Sean, and then this dude?
Yeah.
Where can he add tissue? Where can this man add tissue, bro?
Let's see him turn around.
His back is equally as impressive.
Yeah. Listen, there's no space. There's nothing left.
All right, let's see. Hold on. Let him get around. That was so fucking good, dude. Damn.
Here's my thing. How do you keep the waist like that with that much density? And he's short, so it's like you would think the waist would blow up. Yeah.
Okay. I love Sean, but this is gonna be him and Sean neck and neck for 2 and 3.
I gotta agree. I think you're gonna be really close to Sean. Sean does have a crazy day. Unfortunately, like I'm still thinking about Matt Jensen, Sean. but it's not gonna be Jensen Sean up there. But I'm still kind of thinking about Jensen Sean a little bit. I think he's gonna be a lot better for sure. But this guy,
this guy is the only guy right now that matches Sean's density. He's the only one.
Yeah, this is different.
Yeah, he's the only one.
He's sharp.
I mean, Niat. I'm sorry, Niat and Zagarello. They're not fucking with this right now. It's too dense. It's too dense.
Yeah, they'll be 4th and 5th.
Yeah, but that waist still holding on.
This shot right there,
that's craziness.
And then this right there, that's kind of untouchable. That's close to Keon type shit.
If it wasn't for Keon, man, did we looking at the future Olympia at some point? I mean, Keon might move up, so he still could. But this is insane. This is insane. A very different physique from Keon. But I mean, he's gonna look good next to Keon. It's not gonna be like ill, you know. Keon this shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Keon is a classic bodybuilder, in my opinion. Like, I don't mean that from a classic division. I mean like pretty, you know, classic. Yeah. This guy is just fucking open bodybuilding, just slapped into a 212 frame. You know, there's nothing left. There's just nothing left.
This is crazy. Yeah, when you even the way he's posing, when you see the guys posing with very little movement like that, it's just like I got so much muscle, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I don't even got to flex. That's insane. That's fucking crazy. How did we get up to him? Anyways, talking about 212.
Yeah, 212 top. Yeah,
low key. Oh, did I? Low key, yeah. That now that we're talking about it, I didn't even realize that 212 top 5 is gonna be hard to make it.
Every division.
Yeah.
Every division.
I mean, it is the Olympia, so I mean, it's not like making that top 5 is going to be easy, you know.
But some years, like you name the top 6, and you try to think 6 through 10, and you're like, I don't know. This year, it's like you have like 12 people who can be top 6, right? You know, like all these people can be top 6. It's just who's gonna be in there. You know, as far as classic, to go back to classic because we actually don't talk about classic enough. Yeah, I definitely think Mike got out. I don't know if you guys agree. I feel like Mike is in the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys agree.
I think so too.
Now, as far as I feel like a lot of people have Terrence in second. I don't know if I agree with that.
I think I'm gonna go Ramon in second.
Ooh, I like that.
I can see Ramon.
His updates recently been like you could tell he put on some size. His posing's a little bit different.
Yep.
Ramon definitely looks, and then now Urs is not there. Yeah, I see Josema and I see Nio rounding out that top 6 again.
Yeah. What's up, Luke?
I think them, and I'm gonna throw in Justin Baturina if he's on point. I think he'll be
at his last guest posing, bro. Yeah. You could see the amount of improvements and just his level of conditioning this far out. You could tell. Yeah, he looks legit.
Oh, that's the guy with the long hair.
Yeah, he looks good, bro.
Justin Baturina. Yep, right there.
Oh, you see it? Justin Baturina. Where's he from?
He's from Jersey.
Oh,
cool dude.
Okay. Get a collab, bro.
I'm no longer in Jersey. We were planning to do something.
Oh yeah.
He was always in prep, or I was in prep. It never happened. But yeah, his last guest posing, bro. He's put on a good size. There's actually a video. Scroll down, I think.
Yeah, I thought he didn't pin it.
Right there.
Damn, look at legs.
Yeah, he's improved a lot. And this, when we talk about classic or we talk about like the look, right? It's not even the muscle, it's the look. Like it's he doesn't have the most muscle out of all these guys, but he's got the look, and they won't ignore that, you know.
Hey, you know something I'm noticing? The classic guys are more bottom heavy than open guys nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like we looking at these guys, I'm like they got some wheels, bro. Low key. Yeah, he's good.
He's got that whole 90s like aura, bro.
Yeah. That's a cool look. Yeah, the cool look. He gotta do some content in the fucking forest or some shit. His hair out.
some Tarzan shit, bro.
Yeah, some Tarzan. Yeah, you gotta do some content, bro.
See, him and then like Matt Grego, they're like the same height as me.
Bro, I was just in the gym with Matt. Literally just left. He looks good.
Yeah, and I look at their physiques, and obviously they're a little bit older than me, but I kind of like use their builds because they're around the same height as me, and I feel like classic is like a taller man's division aside from Mike and Terrence. I kind of use their physiques like as a benchmark for myself. Like I wish I would be able to stand next to them to really, really see.
How tall are you, Andy?
5'11".
Oh shit!
I didn't even know that. I
didn't think you was that tall, bro.
Yeah. I just posted some updates right there. When you go to the second row, baby, that was yesterday, and then the one before. All these are recent. I post like almost every day, so.
But I didn't realize you. I didn't realize you were that tall.
Yeah, I didn't know you were that tall.
Well, but because he doesn't look like he's built like a tall guy, right?
Yeah.
Like you got pretty short limbs. Is that what it is?
Yeah, short. My arms are definitely on the shorter side for sure.
That's got to be what it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a good thing though. In bodybuilding, I always say I want to look 5'6" in pictures.
Yeah,
that's the goal. If you look 5'6" in pictures, you're pretty filled out. Yeah. If I look at a picture and be like, yeah, you definitely 5'11", I don't think that's a good thing. It's starting to happen to Luke. Luke's starting to look shorter. You starting to look shorter now. I'm like, Luke, you getting shorter by the day.
Oh, bro.
Now it just means you filled out. That's impressive, bro. But I mean, listen, if you win 3 shows, I think you deserve some hype, right? It's not like
How much do you weigh in those? How much do you weigh in those pictures?
That was yesterday. That was like 226, 227, and then my cutoff. I'm already under the cutoff. Yeah, and I mean, I still have more fat to go to, and then below that, Beatty was like a couple of days ago, and the one in the gym right there. Yeah, so I mean, I still have like a couple more pounds to lose. Definitely have to get a little bit harder from the back, glutes, that type of stuff. But
pretty hard.
I'm still.
That's crazy. You for sure look shorter in pictures for sure.
Yeah, that's what, bro. At every show I go to, they're like, "Bro, I thought you were like 5'5" or something." Everyone thinks I'm super short, but I think you're right. It is the smaller limbs.
Yeah, you got a big head too, so like your head to your body. I
didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. You gotta
That's the Stu effect.
It's all good, Ad. Yeah, I'm there with you, bro. We're all there. We're all there. I'm there with you.
The GH don't help, bro.
No.
I mean, but winning 3 shows is no small task. I was gonna say, what's the actual weight limit for you?
227. Yeah,
because I'm 5'11". Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm 5'11" too, bro. I don't think I would look that big at 220.
I was 225 at USA's last year. I looked like a stick figure, bro.
That's the thing about classic. You have to have a certain I don't know if it's muscle bellies or if it's bone density. Like I'm like I don't get it, bro.
Yeah.
If I suck down past, if I get lower than 245, bro, I look like what are you? You're middleweight.
You know who was crazy? I don't know what happened to this guy, but one of my buddies used to train with him when he was living in Arizona. You remember that dude, Lord Jones?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, he used to be like 205, but looked like he was like fucking 250, bro.
That didn't even make sense.
Yeah, people like literally didn't believe his scale weight. Like he would take videos getting on the scale trying to prove it because he was tall too, but he looked filled out, but he was like way under his cap. He was a freak. I don't know what he's up to now, but apparently my buddy who trained with him out in Arizona said the dude didn't try at all. Like he would eat whatever he wanted. He barely fucking trained, and he just looked like that, bro.
Yeah,
that's why he's 205.
I came across his Instagram a couple of days ago because I was thinking the same thing. He just like randomly crossed my mind. I'm like, wait, didn't he switch to open? I'm like, let me check this guy's progress because he hasn't competed since like 2021 or something. And then he's one of those guys that like post once a year on Instagram, and he hasn't posted in like 2 years. And
didn't one Olympia? Didn't he get like 5th at one Olympia?
He got top 5. He got top 5.
And speaking of classic guys, you know that dude with the big ass quads, Daniel Babode?
Oh, Black Rambo.
Oh yeah, Black Rambo.
Dude, he got into a bad car wreck.
I saw that.
I saw. Yeah, that looked pretty.
Oh damn, really?
His face like swollen up and shit. Yeah.
He's got to have surgery. No, he doesn't have to have surgery, but his shit's fucked.
Yeah, I competed with him in 2 shows this year. He's hella chill. I made really good friends with him. And then I seen that he was on the way to a client show because he does a lot of coaching, and he got into a really bad car accident. Yeah.
The fucking good leg is fucked up.
Yeah.
You saw that? Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
He's in good spirits. He's in good spirits though, but god damn.
At least he's alive, man.
You never fucking know, bro. Literally, he's just driving to a client show and then that shit happens, bro.
He was supposed to be on a pod too, but now we got something I feel like we got something even crazier to talk about at this point. Yeah. So
you still bring him on. Yeah, bring him on.
Yeah. I definitely want to talk about because he seemed in such good spirits. I got to be honest, like I don't know if I'm as stable as some of these people. Like I can't even be on the internet after this. I'm gonna.
That's why right there. That's why right there.
There you go. But, shit, when I had the pneumonia thing, bro, I was off of this shit. I don't want to be posted. I don't want y'all seeing me like that, you know. But like in my head, I would just disappear for a little bit. But when I see people like this, I'm like, I think that's good. It's good that he's looking at it just like a child. He's smiling, bro. Look,
Shit,
he's
that
making
means
Anyway, the boys.
that reminds me
I
of
can.
Ken.
You already
That
know,
reminds
brothers.
me of Ken.
Yeah.
All right, Ken.
See you guys.
Yes, sir.
Later, Ken.
That type of mindset reminds me of Ken and like what happened with him at Legion. He's like, you know what? I'm not gonna make any excuses, whether I got overlooked or what. He's like, I just got to get better, and like he didn't feel sorry for himself or anything, and that just like I got a lot of
He got
respect for that.
right back up there. Oh my God, that's disgusting. Holy shit. Oh no, yeah, yeah. He's smiling, bro. I think that's dope. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be smiling.
I wouldn't
Right.
be, bro.
Yeah, I would be
Oh,
smiling. Especially you already at such a high level. You're doing well.
Yeah.
You did he qualify? Has he qualified yet? He's been like close.
I think he
No,
shut
he's
it down
been-
for the year. He qualified last year or the year before, I think.
He's done one Olympia, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
I
especially
don't think he did as well as he wanted to at it. I think he like might have missed his peak or he kind of fucked up from my memory, but I might be wrong.
this might sound terrible, bro, or it might sound weak-minded, but I'm just being honest. I see some people get like these bad injuries or surgery, and in my head I'm thinking, bro, if I'm 30 and I get a bad injury, that's always over for me. I'm probably just saying that because when it really happens, you probably get a fire lit. Like fuck it, I'm a you know,
Come back.
I'm gonna get through this. But in my head, I feel like I'm in the gym. I'm like, if my shit snap right now, I'm gonna be like, yep, it's been.
I'm done. It's been fun, bro. I'm out of here.
Hey, let's not speak that into existence, baby.
But sometimes I think about that. I see that. I'm like, yo, y'all got some grit because I'm like, I don't know.
That shit. When I see shit like that, bro, I try to tap into like right now. I'm like 6.5 weeks out from the amateur Olympia, and I'm like in the thick of prep, and shit's hard, bro. But like I try to tap into like I'm lucky to do this because like that shit could happen at any moment.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
I mean, the biggest difference of my prep this year is I didn't look at it as I didn't even want to use the word suffering. Like anybody asked me how you doing, I'm doing great. Whereas I felt like last year you asked me how I'm doing, I'm like, oh, you know how it goes.
Bro, it's perspective, bro. It's perspective. Like I tell my clients that a lot too. It's like, bro, you're still eating 6, 7, 5 meals a day, whatever the fuck it is. I don't care if you're on zero carbs.
I think we all do this all year round, and we're all so neck deep into it that we forget how truly blessed we are just to be able to be like healthy enough, just to be able to do it. Like there's so many people, I think like they're not healthy enough, or maybe they don't have the financial resources to do it. And people
it's hard, bro.
Yeah, people look at people like us on a daily basis and they're like, man, if I could just like live his lifestyle, like I would give anything for that. And then meanwhile, we might be here like, oh, you know, prep is so hard. This sucks. It's like, no, it's all about perspective. Like Luke said, like we're blessed and we're lucky enough to do it. And, you know, we're only going to be young for so long to be able to do it. Bodybuilding is not like something you do till you're 50, 60 years old. So at least at the competitive level. So like while we are still able to compete, you know, we can't take any of these preps or any of these days for granted because you never know. Like Black Rambo, for example, you know, you never know when something could happen, or it might be your last prep, or a health scare might come up, you know, so you can't take any of it for granted.
No. Chris Fine, I was talking to him and it's like, yo, you know how blessed you are to be able to train with no pain? Right?
That motherfucker been through the ringer, bro.
Yeah, but he's like, okay, imagine if you were training and you know there was no chance of you looking your best because you can't train the way you need to train. And I'm thinking about, I'm like,
able to do it. I don't think I'll be able to get to stage, bro.
That's literally what I'm thinking. I'm like, if I feel like I'm training with a crutch and I'm looking and I'm like, oh, I can't train my right quad, for instance, that's like, a hard pill to swallow for me.
Like one of the things that obviously we all love about bodybuilding is like improving, right? So like getting better every show, bringing your best. If I knew, like without a shadow of a doubt, that I was going to get on stage at not my best, worse than I've been before, I think that would be like the end of my career. I think that's why like Ian retired when he retired, because I feel like he started to see himself kind of go that way, and I feel like he kind of in his head was like, you know, I feel like I've brought my best and I'm not getting better. And I feel like at that point, then what are you even fucking? What are you doing, bro? Like, what are you fighting for? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like you just to bring something that's not the best version of you. Like, that's hard to get over.
Yeah. But better in some way, at least, because hey, Kane, no, you're I could see, let's say you're getting a little older and maybe you're not as bubbly, right? But you're more dense or something. You got, you know,
grainy and shit.
Yeah, like Bonak. You could say, oh, Bonak, maybe his arms aren't as good or bubbly, but his legs are bigger and he's like denser.
At the fucking Olympia, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's a top 10 guy. It's not like he's some fucking scrub.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I would go as far as to say, even like with Dexter, they're improving in some ways. Maybe same way. Maybe Dexter's waist wasn't as small at 50, but he was grainier. You know, he was so like they're improving in a different way. That's different. That I'm cool with that. Maybe your waist gets a little wider, but you know, maybe you're more, you know, so that I could take. But if it's just like my sweeps are going down, my fucking back is atrophying, and I'm in pain, I'm gonna be like, God damn, bro.
I always say, like, other than health, the two things that'll make me retire would be if I'm not enjoying this shit anymore, like I'm not having fun.
Number one.
Or that's number one. Or if I feel like I'm doing everything and I'm still just regressing, bro. And that's just my body telling me like you're done.
Mm-hmm. You know?
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. I mean, for a little bit, I wasn't sure if I wanted to compete, just because I kind of took the fun out of it my damn self, right?
Yeah,
because
bro, you have to. Here's a thing, like, obviously everyone nowadays talks about being fucking optimal and this, that, and the third and whatever the fuck else, but like, bro, you have to do this for such a long amount of time to be good at it that you have to do it the way you like it, bro. Yeah. Like, if you're trying to always change your ways to do like what is most optimal or what's the right thing to do by a textbook or a study or whatever, you're gonna fall out of love with it. And it's gonna start to feel like a job.
It's like that, and like training, you got to have fun with. Even something like your diet, for example.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Like I don't know about you guys, but like I see some people, like, it's chicken, rice, and asparagus, for example, and they got a plate of plain chicken, plain rice, asparagus, or like it'll be oats and eggs, and it's like oats, eggs, nothing else. The most bland way possible.
They're like cold and shit.
Yeah, you got to make it into like a protein waffle, and you got to like make your food look good, taste good, and like, you know, when you enjoy your diet and enjoy the foods that you eat, you know, you're more likely to enjoy it and follow it. If you're, you know, if you love the gym you train at and you have a, you know, good training partner that makes it fun, that's something you get to look forward to every day, versus like going to the gym and just following something that's like a plan written on your phone day after day. It gets boring, and then, like you said, once it's not fun anymore, it becomes a lot harder to do.
Oh yeah, I'm at a point that if I can't do it my way, like the way I enjoy it, then I'm not really. And when I say my way, it's within, you know, I'm not I'm not like bullshit. Like I'm gonna eat pizza on, you know, fucking high carb or some shit. But my way, as in the way I enjoy it, right? Yeah. Whether it's like I used to do like literally like 24 week preps. I ain't doing that no more. Okay, if I can't get in shape 12 to 16 weeks, I'm too fucking fat, or something not working, bro. We got Clan T3. We got Retta. If I can't figure out a way to get in shape in 16 fucking weeks, bro, you know what I'm saying? So problem. Yeah. I'm not doing a 6 month prep anymore. That's the whole fucking year. You know, what are we doing? So I got to do it in a way that works for me. Even picking shows. I've never pro card chased because I have a life outside of this, so I can't do 4 national shows in a year. I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah, bro. I told you you've done USA so many times, bro. They got to give you the title just for the sake of it, bro. You just keep going back.
but everybody tells me do the other shows, but then it's like I kind of just want to do it my way. But it's not like.
I was talking to like me and Nate Spear, like Nate's like my good buddy down here, my training partner. And I was talking to him the other day, like after USA's, and like when I like decided I wanted to be a pro, I wanted to win the Mr. USA title. Like that was like the shit, bro. Like being Mr. USA was like that was like the goal. I feel like a lot of the prestige of that title's fallen off a little bit, but like when you set yourself to want that, like I feel like you, Beatty, probably like you set yourself on that path, like, yo, I want to be Mr. USA. And I feel like you're not going to let out the gas until you get it, right?
I mean, right? I don't feel that way at the moment. No,
Right. But I'm sure you did at some point, probably.
Yeah, I just like it. I mean, it's like don't get me wrong. I'm aware that it doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, I know.
And nobody knew who, besides nobody knew who Joe was until recently, right? And he won the Mr. USA, so it's like, why does nobody know who he is if he literally?
But that's what I'm saying. Like the prestige of a lot of these, it's still insanely hard. I'm a fucking amateur, so I'm going to talk shit. It's still insanely hard to turn pro, right? But like it used to be, even back in like the late 2010s, 2015, 2018, like if you won Mr. USA or you were nationals overall champion or like Mr. North America, whatever,
it's a big
like
deal.
you were the next guy, bro. Like everybody knew you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like just because there's more pro cards given out, whether it's because of Classic or whatever else, like people didn't know Joe, bro. Nobody knew Joe. People about Joe. Yeah, nobody knew Joe. People kind of knew Stu. People kind of knew Jordan, but still, like I've been friends with Stu and Jordan too. They weren't even like, Stu made a big splash. I feel like more than Joe and Jordan did at USA's because he like fucking killed it in 2022.
He had so much muscle.
Yeah, and everyone was just like, whoa. But like, it's not what it used to be as far as like back in the day when someone won that title. It was like, oh, when's his debut? Like eyes are on him. You know what I mean?
It's not
nowadays, nowadays it doesn't matter. It's like you get your card and then what are you going to do with it? It doesn't matter if you were a second place pro or a fucking overall champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's overall champions that never compete as a pro, and there's second place pros that go on to be in the Olympia. Like, it don't really matter.
I think it doesn't really matter now because even if you look at like, let's say top 5 in the Open or top 5 in Classic, none of us probably even know how they turn pro or when or what show. But it's like ultimately, like what Luke said, it's like it doesn't really matter where you get your pro card. The cream is going to rise to the top anyway. Yeah. So, like, if you're placing top 5 at the Olympia, nobody's going to say, "Oh, well, you got your pro card at Junior USA's and you didn't, you didn't do the nationals." Like
Ian, right? He got his pro card at like 22 at some show wherever
Canadian nationals.
And like the guys on Bro Chat, they like give him a hard time about it, like just busting his balls because he like went overseas or something and got his pro card. But like. It doesn't matter, bro. The guy was 7th at the Olympia fucking 3 times, won however many shows. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how he got it.
None of it matters. You'll never see me make I'm not gonna do a road to pro that's not, my brain doesn't, I don't think like that.
It's corny, bro.
It's nothing about a card. It's about the physique, right?
Yeah.
If I look like a pro, I'm going to get a pro card. It's gonna happen. It's not a maybe. It's going to happen. So that's what I'm focused on. So the idea that I think people want me to do more national shows because they want me to get it faster. Yeah. I don't care. There's no time limit. Like somebody even said, "Oh, baby, you're not getting any younger. You should do these shows." I'm like, my age has nothing to do with this. Like I didn't get in this because I don't have like some benchmark on age. It's irrelevant to me. There's a look that I feel like I can achieve, and I'm going for that look. But the pro card is not the vision. And if you think like that, I think it's gonna be harder. Like Stu didn't go to USA. He's like, okay, I want a pro card. He's like, I think I have enough muscle to be competitive nationally.
He didn't think he was gonna win. He didn't think he was even gonna win.
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't even know because it was his first national show. I was talking to him leading up to it, and he was like, "Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens." And he smoked the whole chip.
That emphasis on the card, people get ahead. Somebody actually DM me, somebody that I know from the gym. He's like, "Yo, I want to get a pro card for my business," which is nothing wrong with that. Yeah. How do I do that? And I'm like,
build a pro level physique first, and the card will come.
Bro, it's like right, like so, like I'm doing the amateur in 6.5 weeks. If I turn pro, but I don't beat anybody, I'm not even gonna feel like I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to beat good bodybuilders. I want to beat guys that are on their way to being pro too. So I feel in my heart that like, okay, you have what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like you're ready for that. Yeah. Because if I don't beat anyone, then like now I'm just an amateur with some card who like now I can't compete as an amateur anymore, but I still have an amateur physique. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm fucked.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
Do people send you like messages like, "Oh, this guy's doing the show, right?"
yeah.
I don't give a fuck who's doing the show. Like, what? Why are you telling me that? Like, it doesn't. Like, what does that mean? Like, what do you want me to do with that information? You know,
Brady, I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna go get a
Okay.
meal in. But Alyssa, Luke, nice to finally meet you guys.
Hey, nice meeting you,
Hope
bro.
you guys have
You
a
already
good
know.
rest. Hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday and all that
Yes,
good
sir.
stuff. And stay blessed. And Beatty, I'll be talking to you about what's lined up next for the pod.
Bet. Sounds
All
good,
right, guys.
brother. You already know.
All right, bro.
We're gonna sign off soon too, but yeah, but I just want to wrap that conversation up. Basically, yeah, I think there's an overemphasis on the card over the actual look, you know. So, but if you find yourself okay, think about it like this: if I have to do 4 shows every single year to get my card, do you think I'm ready to get my? Do you think I'm really ready to get my? I shouldn't have to, right?
And if you did get it, now you got to take a year or 2 off before you can step on a pro stage. Like you're not ready to be a pro. You know what I'm saying? You're just
That's
not.
my
And like
thing.
you see guys like that a lot. Like, and all the power to some of these people because some people they just have the like career goal of getting the card and they're done.
Mm-hmm.
But and that's to each is their own. But like you see a lot of these people that like it's show after show after show, and then they finally get it, and then you never hear from them again.
Yeah.
Because they've exhausted everything they could just to get this fucking card, just to say that they're a pro, and like now they don't have any notches to turn or any levels to step up to move into the pro ranks. You know what I mean? They've exhausted everything. So it's not even worth it, bro. Just build the best physique, go compete because you want to compete. And like we said, like the cream rises to the top. If you're a pro, you're going to be a pro. If you're going to be a good pro, you're going to be a good pro. If you're not, you're not. It's that simple.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people don't have they have no idea of what the actual weight of what they're saying means, right? So people start talking about pro cards way before they're anywhere near that conversation, right? And I'm at goals, right? And then I'm posing locker room. Like, oh, you look really good, right? You're like, what's your goal for how far do you want to go? I'm like, oh, it's not really up to me. All I could do is improve, and then it's up to the judges. You're like, you want to go to Olympia? And I'm like why would you? What?
Bro.
You can't just say that so nonchalant, like you know. Like I'm gonna just go
Snap
there
your
because
fingers and just
like once I make the decision, I'm just gonna decide I'm going to Olympia. It doesn't work that way. Like can we talk about me actually? Like I haven't won a national show, so like why are we talking about that? I feel like they don't understand the gravity. Yeah, exactly. They don't understand the gravity of what they're actually saying. You know, they don't realize what they're saying.
That's why I like, you know, like I was in my off season, bro. I was up in the 290s. Like right now, I'm like 260 getting ready for this show. And so like you get a lot of people in the gym, obviously, that will say things to you like, oh, like how are you not a pro? Or I've had people ask me when I got my pro card. I'm like, I don't have it.
I know what you're talking about.
Those opinions to me mean nothing, right? I appreciate the compliment, but like it's in one ear out the other. It's when like someone who knows the game and really knows the sport will, without me happen to be like, oh, what do you think? Will say something to me, right?
100%.
Like Nate, for example. Like I posed yesterday after we trained, and another one of our buddies, Seth Markham. I don't know if you know who he is. He's a big motherfucker too. And I posed for them, and they were both like, yeah, I think you got a good shot at like the overall this year. And like I didn't ask for that, and I don't even know if that's true, bro. I don't know what I look like, right?
Yeah.
But hearing that those are the kinds of opinions that like make me feel like, okay, maybe I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying?
People who know what I mean, like me, I just sent you a DM earlier today, right?
Yeah.
It's like I know what that looks like. I know what the overall or what the winner of an national. So if I see you and I'm like, bro, that's the look you need. Like it means something because you know that I know what that looks like.
Because
right?
you've been there, you've seen it exactly, bro. Not some kid in the gym that's like Bro, I had a kid ask me if I was competing with Chris Bumstead like a year ago. I was like, dude, what? I was like,
They don't know what they don't know
get
anything.
out of
They're just
my
doing
face, bro. Like,
it. But basically, like, we gotta respect these terms and
yeah,
not, maybe because there are more pro cards,
it is.
people think it's just like a one in the mill kind of thing, but it's
And the
not.
thing is too, people don't understand because of Classic, man. Like, and you have these young kids on TikTok and shit that like they'll do 2 shows and be 180 pounds on stage and get a pro card at Junior USA's. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And they'll
So it's different.
advertise it and all this kind of stuff. Bro, there's so many people, like even like I'm in Tampa now, I'm training at Derek's gym here. Um,
Oh,
there's so many.
you live in Tampa now or no?
Yeah, I moved to Tampa in June.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so um I'm down here and like there's a bunch of pros down here, but like they're like second place men's physique pros or second place classic physique pros, and like they like to walk around and boast IFBB pro this, IFBB pro that, but like there's levels to open bodybuilding and that, bro. And I'm not trying to say anything more than that. It's just like people have a fault. The general population of like kids that
I
go to
agree.
the gym, they have a false understanding of what it actually takes to be a professional bodybuilder.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta, bro, like decade plus, bro. Like, if you turn pro before you're 30 years old, like, you're on your way. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah,
And
yeah.
most of us are
Exactly.
starting in our early 20s. So that's almost 10 years in. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Exactly.
one
Yeah, yeah.
show and then road to pro, whatever the fuck else they talk about. Like, it's just,
Or they'll compare pro card like maybe you have a men's physique or a classic pro at your gym
yeah,
that's not really
yeah,
ready for prime time, and they're like, oh
yeah,
yeah, he's pro. How come you're not pro? And like,
yeah. I get that
okay,
all the
right.
time, bro.
I don't know.
Because it's
I don't
like,
know what
because
to tell you.
the
Well,
people who aren't in the,
I
go
think
ahead.
your time's gonna come, Lou. Your time's
Yeah,
coming. So,
yeah,
like you said before, it's not about the card; it's about competing in the pro ranks. And once
yeah.
you get that card, you'll be ready for that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not in any rush, like Beatty said too, man. I'm not in any, like, I don't want to be. I would feel weird if I went and won my pro card in 6.5 weeks, and in my head I was like, I'm not really.
Yeah, yeah,
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't like feel good about that because I'm like stuck now. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, now I got to take like 2 years off at least. You know what I'm saying? Just to get a second call out at a pro show. I want to be at a point where like I just turned 28 last week. I
You're
don't
young.
care. I don't, yeah, exactly. Like I got time. I don't care if like I don't turn pro till I'm 32. I'd rather if let's say I turn pro at 32, but I could jump in a pro show at 32 and be competitive. I'd rather that than turn pro this year and be a fucking scrub for the next 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Andrew Jack would turn pro at like 36 or 30,
Yeah,
35, and then I think maybe later, I think we might have been 36, and right away he was a factor, right?
yeah,
Rather than, I mean, there's people who've been pro for a decade, so
yeah,
it's like we said, nothing actually matters besides doing the work and building the physique. What if you would have got your pro card last year? Would you have
yeah,
been like,
exactly,
yeah, let's get, or would
exactly.
you have been like,
Yeah, it wouldn't have done anything
so
because I wasn't ready, bro. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah. So
it
one of
just
those
wasn't
things.
like your time comes when it comes. You know what I mean?
I
And
didn't
that's why
even do my pro debut till 2 years after I turned pro.
exactly because you probably
What,
wanted to get to a point where you're like, yeah, I'm ready for this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And then I
Yeah.
won because I was
Exactly.
ready.
There you go. There
what,
you go.
what year you turned pro, Alyssa?
I turned pro in 2018 Junior Nationals.
Oh, okay,
And then
Oh,
the 2021 New York Pro was my debut.
oh
That's
shit!
you won in
Wait,
New York. That's
you
dope.
won your pro debut?
Yeah.
That's
Oh
dope.
shit! Yo,
What?
you know that's not like a common feat, right? That's
That's why
not.
I didn't want to get on stage this year because I don't just get on stage to get on stage. I get on stage to
Yeah,
win.
to be better.
And
Standard,
Yeah.
like high
in the
standard.
past 2 Texas pros, I was very competitive. I think my opinion, I won the 2024 New York Pro. It is what it is, but I don't just get on stage to just do it. Like I'm here to win. And that's why I'm not even tripping over not competing this year. I did guest pose. I got on stage and had some fun. I got on stage for my, that fix. But
Yeah.
when it's my time to shine. So I ain't
That's what I'm
Which
tripping.
one?
saying. That's what I'm
Huh?
saying. Like, that's why you got it. That's why, like, the one common denominator amongst people like us or people who are good at this shit or who, like, I don't know, just experience success in it. You have to love it because you got to be okay with taking that time. Like, you're not in
100%.
it. You're not in it to, like you said, you had your fun on stage just from a guest pose because you just like being on stage and it was a good time. Other than that, you like training, you like dieting, you like bodybuilding. So you just bodybuild, right? You don't
Bingo.
need to step on stage. So just
Honestly,
bodybuild this year and then next year go win a fucking show. Like
uh,
most people, if they're not, you see this shit all the time, man. I could go off on this about like just people doing it for the wrong reasons, but like everyone's doing it for clout, everyone's doing it for attention. And you see these motherfuckers that like they'll prep. Personally, I don't love it when people are always like, "Oh, how do you feel? How do you da da da?" But some people love that shit. And
yeah,
then once they
yeah,
compete, bodybuilding, it's like, what have you done for me lately, right? You compete, shows done, no one cares about you anymore.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you see these people, once no one cares about them anymore, then they don't care about bodybuilding anymore.
Yep.
You
They disappear.
you can like it's funny because like in SoCal, a lot of people pretend to be a bodybuilder. It's like
Yeah,
it's almost like they're
bro.
not
Oh my
bodybuilder,
god,
bro.
I could go
They
off about this shit, bro.
they don't actually know anything about bodybuilding. Like if
Nah.
you talk about it, they don't actually they competed, maybe won a local show or two, and then they feel like they're part of the world, and they just want to be part of something, but they
Yes.
don't really
Oh
fuck with the
my god.
sport. You know,
Bro, I
it's kind of
tell people this all the
kind of
time.
strange.
There's nothing wrong with just being a jacked person who likes to go to the gym. Just
Yeah,
do that. You don't have to be a bodybuilder. You don't have to try to tell everyone you're like real
make it a
bodybuilders.
thing.
The reason that like we all kind of find each other is because we don't have to put it out there like, oh, look at me. We just live the life, bro.
We
And
actually we actually love it. We actually
yes,
love
and
it.
you can see the authenticity, like you can see through the bullshit, and like eventually all the people that are in it that like bleed this shit find each other and they're like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And all the
Yeah.
fucking phonies are gone. And it's like you just don't try so hard, man. If this is you, this is you. If it's not, there's nothing wrong with just liking to be jacked and going to the gym. Like you don't have to be part of this. I like the fact that bodybuilding's like exclusive and it's culty. I like that
Uh,
because it makes me proud to be one. Like, yo, not everybody can do this shit, but like some people just try way too hard, man, and it's corny as fuck.
Deep down, I kind of don't want it to be too mainstream. Where
No, I
it's at,
don't.
you know, it's already gotten to a point that it's cool to do it now.
Yeah,
Which when we got into it, it wasn't necessarily a cool thing, right? Something
yeah,
that you do because it's cool. Look, I stood on
yeah,
stage. Wow, congrats! It wasn't
yeah,
cool. It was kind of weird. I mean, in high
yeah,
school, it was kind of like, oh, bodybuilding.
yeah,
I don't know about
exactly.
that. But now because it's cool, it's different. But
Yeah.
I got a question for Alyssa.
What's
That
up?
was Texas. You did Texas last year, right? And then pretty much everybody thought you won, right? Okay.
Yep.
Would you
That's when you
rather?
were in the bathroom.
Yeah, but it's crazy because I was so sure she won. I thought, oh, unless I won this one, let me go use the bathroom. And I kind of hear everybody kind of go, oh, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
That sounded weird. That came out, I was like, oh, no way. But check this out. Would you rather win a show that 70% of people thought you lost, or would you rather get second and everybody thought you won?
Shit, I'm gonna
I,
be honest. It was pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. It was pretty cool at the Texas when everyone was coming up to me saying, even before I got announced second, they were like, you got this, da 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 da. And then afterwards, they said that I should have won or whatever. Even Sarah Villegas and her husband were coming up to me, giving me the pep talk backstage. And the thing is, though, I'm happy because I showed my best. But
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing, like when I got off stage, it's almost like people were trying to already console me because they were scared that I was going to
Yeah.
be trippy. And it's
You don't
like,
want to hear
bro,
that.
now y'all are like, honestly,
Make it
low key
worse.
pissing me off. Yes.
Yeah,
Like, can you
yeah,
just let me be happy because I just got $5,000? Like, that's cool. Another 10 grand would have been cooler, but I won the People's Champ, the Poser Award. Cool. I won second place. Cool. People are thinking I should have won. Cool. Like, let me just enjoy it. But everyone's like trying to like it's all right. You're good. Like, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next is what I'm about to go eat and smoke. Like,
Yeah.
let me enjoy my night.
I had a very
give people their room. You
I
gotta
had
give
a
some room.
very similar thing happen in 2022. I did the New York State, and like I this is not coming from me. This is coming from people in the stands, right? Like I had people that like after prejudge, they're like, "Oh, you won the overall." They were asking if I was doing nationals that year. My plan was to win that, take the next year off, and then do USA's. And like I even had some buddies that I knew there in prejudge that left before finals because they're like, "Oh, you got it wrapped up, whatever." I ended up losing to some guy, respect to the dude, whatever. He was like in his late 30s, something. But I mean, he sucked, bro. Like he straight up, and it like he sucked, bro. And like it pissed me off because I didn't even believe when they called me for second. I didn't even believe it. I like double checked medal and shit. I was like, yo, what? Because everyone told me, and like even my like Blue, like I sent pictures to him. He was like, LOL, get ready for the overall, whatever. And so I just kind of assumed that I had it. Everyone kind of assumed that I had it to the point when they called the other guy, the whole crowd was like, "What?" You know what I'm saying?
They get like you can hear it. They get kind of like, "Oh,
yeah."
shit.
But in a weird way, that was different because I'm competing as an amateur. You're competing at the pro level. There's money involved. Different story. Olympia qualifications. But like, I was kind of like looking back, happy that it happened because I had a lot of people reach out to me because they saw how pissed I was. Like people in the sport, like I was talking about opinions that matter, like pros, judges, coaches, people with, skin in the game that were like, yo, I don't know what the fuck was up with that call. Don't let that fuck with you. Like you're on your way, keep doing your thing. Like reassured me because in that moment, that was supposed to be like my like step up to the national level once I won that show. And I was like, damn, I can't even beat this fucking chump. I was like, I suck, bro. Like, if I can't beat this guy. So I was way in my head. And then all these people reaching out made me kind of like realize, like, oh, maybe it was just a bad call. Maybe I am doing something right. But if I had won the overall, like I think I probably should have, I doubt any of them would have ever reached out because they would have just assumed that I knew that I was good. Right?
So the thing is the question I just asked the listener, right? Deep down inside, I would want to say I rather take the second and be the people's champ. But like you said, when there's money involved,
it's different, right? Yeah.
It's easy to say that, but then deep down, I'm like, it's like Derek and Nick. It's like deep down, I say, I even told Nick, I mean, this is the best thing that happened, but you just made half the money, and you know damn well you should have fucking. But the head judge, Tyler, literally said, "I had you winning." Imagine that. Yo, I had you winning, but you lost, and you're like, I got one. Luke, give me a top 5 at the Olympia.
All right. Say that. All right. I'm gonna go. So I have a feeling. So I have always been one to go on record and say that I never thought Nick was going to win an Olympia because I thought that there's always going to be someone that's just as like muscular and shredded, but just with better shape. But I think if there's a year, I think this could be the year that he wins. So I'll go out and I'll say Nick. I'll say Samson in second, Derek in third, Hadi in fourth, Andrew in fifth.
That's not bad. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Posing, bro, down here, I'm going to be in the gym. So I'm at Derek's gym. And Derek, Derek, Andrew, and Good Vito are all going to be training down here the last 4 weeks leading into the show. And I saw Derek post the other day. He looks really good. Andrew was at MI40, took my tripod and hit a couple poses. He's a fucking alien, bro.
Who you said?
Andrew.
Boy, he in person. There's nobody like Andrew in person.
Yeah, he's one of those people, bro, that makes you want to retire.
100%. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Like you see him and you go, "What the fuck am I even trying?"
Yeah,
it's not fair. It's not fair.
It's not. That's just like God given. fucking gifts, bro. But like, yeah, I think he's just obviously he's got some gaps in condition stuff. I think this is going to be the year that Hadi shows his age, though. I think if it's not fourth, it'll be lower than that. To be honest,
I'm kind of thinking the same thing. I'm honestly kind of thinking the same thing. You know, but we also got to keep in mind, right? It's commendable to be peaked, right? Very commendable to be peaked, but it's more dangerous, like you just said, when you're looking at Andrew, looking at Jordan. You're like, Jordan is perfectly peaked. Andrew is about 75%, and it's not even close. That's the dangerous guy. The guy that's
I've said this about Andrew, bro. The fucked up thing about this dude is what's his best at the fifth, right?
Yeah.
I think he is someone that, I mean, he's come in like eighth and shit like that. Bro, he could go from, it don't matter where he finished last year. If he nails it one time, he'll win the whole show.
But that's the real danger. Whereas somebody like Hadi has been peaking damn near 95%.
Well, see, that's what I said about Nick. This is why I said I never thought Nick would win one, is because in bodybuilding, there's really two things you can control, right? There's build more muscle and get shredded, right? Get in shape. And with guys like Nick and Hadi, how do you build more muscle and get more peel than they've been? You know what I mean? You really can't. Like you can't get much bigger. Like sure, Nick could improve his quad sweep a little bit, whatever. But like you can't really drastically change. And they've already been as peeled as you can get, and they're both as big as you can fucking get. But guys like Samson and Andrew that have all that room to fill out and can peak better, and even guys like Martin, you know,
that's the dangerous part.
Like that, those are the guys that, like, when you see that there's room for like very obvious improvement, those are the guys dangerous. That can jump.
I thought honestly, when Derek won the first one, I was thinking that Derek is gonna win a few, because in my head I'm like, with his age and how new he is to the Open, I thought we was gonna see a lot of improvements. Yeah. But I'm not seeing a lot of improvements.
Bro, I thought that the year he took second to Hadi, his first Open Olympia,
that's my favorite one.
Blew me away, bro. I was like, oh shit, yeah. I was like, I remember I was watching it with my boy, and he popped out and he just hit a front relax, and his fucking vacuum and his fucking flat, and I said, what the fuck? And I was like, this dude's gonna win like 5 straight.
Yeah, that's right. It's not.
He's just. Like I said, like I saw him post the other day. He's actually a super nice dude, bro. I actually like him a lot. But like he's just staturally small.
Okay.
He's small. He's like 5'6". He's wide, but he's wide on a small frame. So it's like he doesn't take up. Like when I stand next to Andrew, I look like a fucking buck. You know what I'm saying? When I stand next to Derek, like, you know, I still look like I got a little bit of size on me.
Well, you also said he's wide. Well, you don't want to be too wide if you don't have the best quad sweeps. You know,
that's my problem. It's been my problem. Is I'm like clavicularly. That's the fucking word. Like shoulder to shoulder. I'm wide up top, but I got white boy quads, bro. They don't sweep and pop, like they're straight up and down. So
they're big. They're big. Your legs are big. They just don't.
They don't pop.
Yeah, you know? I'm the opposite. My legs actually. I feel like my legs are not big, but they sweep well. So
that's all that matters, bro.
Some you'll be surprised what you could do with some sweeps. Yeah, I mean, Tonio. If you measure Tonio's legs, I don't believe they're big, but they sweep. Yeah. They sweep.
Hey, go on my page real quick and look at the transformation I posted.
Let me see.
It's like the third post, not pinned. But just check this out real quick, because I was like, God damn, I have gotten bigger. I need to get back to Texas. That's why I was like, I need to go back to Texas.
Shit. It's not the same person. That's two different people.
Okay.
That's not the same person. Yeah. Oh, the legs. Yeah. I look at the arms. Yeah, everything came up. Oh, yeah.
I need to get bigger back, though, but.
You got shorter, though.
I did. All that compression.
I think we all get a little shorter, low key.
Yeah,
I can't get taller, but I can get wider.
My goal is to look 5'5" in all my pictures. That's my goal right now. And most people think I'm shorter in pictures, so I'm like, yeah. I don't, yeah. All right, y'all. We've been on for a minute. So
yeah, bro. Hey,
always nice talking to you.
Send me. Are you running it next weekend or during the week?
Yeah, we're gonna do Sunday. I wanna do, if it's like a busy week in bodybuilding, like there's good shows and stuff. I want to do like a Wednesday episode too, but I don't want to fully commit yet because motherfuckers be busy.
I'll at me because I'll be around Wednesday.
Oh, perfect.
You sent me that link like as I was walking into train. So I was like,
so you good?
Yeah, next time, hit me and we'll set it up.
Perfect. Let's do that because I feel like there's people that are free on Wednesdays that are not so free on Sundays. So I think Jordan might be free Wednesday, and like Robin is free Wednesday. So we have some extended family. Perfect.
I'm good Wednesday.
All right, y'all. You already know.
All right, bro.